Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Ghost in the Machine, a D&D live play about memory, identity, magic, and politics. I am your host and Dungeon Master, Matthew Foreman. One more time. The audio's busted. I am your Dungeon Master and host, Matthew Foreman. There it is.
Okay.
I'm still killing all of you. We are joined by our usual cast of players and two very special guests.
So you get to help me with that.
Okay.
She's
going to put my right on your shoulder.
Oh no.
And I moved at the same time.
It's fine.
Great. We are back with episode
Starting with the black
58.
eye, it's fine.
Picking back up in the land of the cold unending, but before we do that, let's introduce, I say let's start with our guests. Maria, you want to show them how it's done?
Yeah.
Introduce yourself and such?
Yeah. Hello, I'm Maria. You can find me at Happy Capster on Twitter. I have nothing to plug right now, but tonight I'm going to be playing Pajine, who is an Aasimar monk paladin. Uses she, her pronouns. I use she, they pronouns. And I'm so excited to be I'm so excited. Okay.
Are we doing just guests first, or are we going
let's
around
do
the
that.
table?
Then James.
Well, I'm James. You can follow my project under Maria on Society Goblin. I'm playing Murkrag the Toad, the half-orc wizard.
And what is Society Goblin Games? What is that? What do you do there?
So, Goblin Society Games is just a small group right now. Our main project is that we're working on a printed book of 300 magic items for 5th edition. So maybe some of those will crop up tonight.
In fact, they will. I believe the characters are adorned with custom magic items designed by James, and there might even be an opportunity for the Prism to obtain some magic items.
Oh my gosh.
Magic items.
Yes, even some that don't require attunement.
Oh my god.
Yes!
Matthew is a benevolent.
Why do you
They're all
tempt
they
us?
are all cursed, however.
Oh, yes, there it is.
Surprise.
Surprising literally no one.
This is Zap Zip, the form.
Take it away, Liz.
Oh, that's me. Yep. It's a week of Monday, folks.
Yep.
You can find me at this crazy Twitter handle underneath here. Know when you know backwards. And people get it after you say it that way. It's crazy.
It's fine.
You find me here every week. Other than that, I am just on Twitter putting up baking pictures and otherwise being mundane for the most part. But always help our friends at Animal Helper and make sure that you're donating to those wonderful, lovely puppies, kittens, pigs, and other animals that they take in out of the goodness of their hearts. And I'll pass it along. Oh, I'm playing SELINA tonight. I lied to you. I'm not passing it along. I'm playing SELINA tonight, as always, my human druid, the only one in the party that sleeps.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see if that
of flesh.
changes for 1 4-hour session.
Hi, my name is Chase. I am playing Justice this evening. They use they, them pronouns. Doing great, folks.
Super great.
Doing great. Let's see. Places you can find me on the internet. I go by on Twitter. My handle is @Chase314S. And you can also find me over on the Dice Pro Instagram, where I shit post every day with D&D memes. And we often do giveaways there. That's it for me.
That's awesome. Yeah, our Instagram is lit.
It is.
Rob.
Rob at Pyromancer804. You can find me on Twitter. Tonight I'm playing Sylvelius, the Elven Blade Singer Wizard. I got it right this time.
Yeah.
Wow.
With all my terrible, terrible family.
That's us.
Correct.
Yeah.
Both adopted, both chosen and inherited family. They're both terrible.
And coming up next week, well, not next weekend, but the weekend after, so the 18th, we will have our Droskin Christmas Carol Part 2 that got delayed till then. at 7 p.m. on that Saturday.
So excited.
So it'll be a good time. It'll be fun.
I am so excited.
I'm excited too. Hello, I am Alexis. You can find me at VoxFanato on the Twitters and such. Tonight, I will be playing Gilly, the Cinnamon Bun Bardlock. And, I don't really have a ton to promote other than Firefly is happening on Tuesdays. We have a couple episodes left. We are ramping up to our finale, and I'm very, very excited, so tune into that. Tuesdays at 9:30 p.m. Central, and then I do art streams on Monday and Fridays. You can find all that information on my Twitter.
Yay! And of course, folks, I am Matthew Foreman. I DM here, and I DM on Fridays at 9:30 for Big Boy Season. And well, that's actually all I'm going to say for now.
I do have something to plug.
Yeah,
I
go
just
for it.
remembered. So coming up, January 25th and 26th, I'm going to be participating in the Stinkapalooza charity stream marathon over on So Many Games, and I am running on. So I'm playing on the 25th, and on the 26th, I will be running Crash Pandas in space. And to ramp up for that, I've been creating the little spaceships that I'm going to be using for the little Crash Pandas for little raccoons to be stealing and racing. I've been drawing them on my art stream. So if you're interested in hanging out with that and having input on the designs of the little ships, come join me for that.
Awesome. And like I said, Matthew Foreman, and then we will just go ahead and do roll our intro video, and we'll come back with the recap.
I'm excited.
We're back.
Woo!
Alrighty. And thanks, Alexis, for including and Rob for getting that together, including the guests in the video. That's so great.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will kick us off with a recap. Y'all will tighten up, and then we'll start the game. So, when we last left the Prism, they had just journeyed into the land of the cold unending, the shattered and forgotten, well, not forgotten, the shattered and broken Fey realm that used to be the land of the winter's joy, in search of resolution, not only for Gilly's sister, who had kind of betrayed them and attempted to ascend to godhood.
Yep.
We're going to either put her to an end once and for all or redeem her. And along the way, they found themselves learning more about the cosmology and the cosmos, and they reclaimed the ciphers of the first rites. Then once they reclaimed those ciphers, they made their way to the oldest temple. And what happened then, folks?
Well,
We met a big ice guy.
Yeah.
big icy boy.
Not a nice guy, but a
No.
nice guy.
A big icy boy.
Yeah.
A thick daddy, as we like to call him. And
That's
I seem to remember that he was unbroken and
Ancient and unbroken.
Ancient
Yep.
and
Ancient
unbroken.
and unbroken.
Yeah, he proved to be a slight challenge for the group.
Yeah, so much of a challenge that we just ran away.
Actually, I think that you're missing a very, through his adroit and quick thinking, the most charismatic Justice was able to convince him to let us pass. Through deception and subterfuge.
When you say most.
I mean, one of the most. Yeah.
Anyway, moving right past that.
Probably one of the most powerful and formidable foes. Literally a foe that you all could not banish and could not defeat.
Yeah.
Or
Right.
it could literally pull lesser elementals out of the ice and heal itself.
Correct.
But
And there were literally only 2 people who would be able to, control it at all. And one of them was Morgan, and the other was Gilly.
Yep.
And the thing was rolling really, really high wisdom saves.
yes.
So, we
But-
had problems.
But somehow Justice was able to penetrate its defenses.
Also, it had legendary resistances, so that was also a problem. Those weren't being worn down.
No, it had 2, I believe.
was-
But
it was
you,
tight.
through the use of the better D&D skill system designed by yours truly, you
That's
took
right.
advantage of the narrative moment and made your way past it and into the oldest temple. And what happened then?
Well, then, before that, though, we got me mum back.
Yes, through a nice void explosion. Mhm.
Yeah, that was great.
Or
So,
explosion.
we got Gilly's mom back, and from the void, because the Whispering Father had her,
Mm-hmm.
and she was just kind of thrown right into the fire, right out of the fire into the frying pan, or the other way around. You know.
I mean,
You know. Right out of the void and into the freezer, we could say. I don't know. Anyway, we went and confronted Morgan. We all kind of ramped up and armored up as best we could because we expected a big fight. But through a really, really timely natural 20, Gilly was able to persuade Morgan to shift off of her path of vengeance and move for some forgiveness and kind of reevaluate, take inventory, and change her ways a bit. Look for different things in her life. And so now, that's, I think, where we're picking up, having just convinced her to go along with the rite of redemption rather than having to unmake her.
so we pick back up
Or rite
with...
of reincarnation.
Yeah, getting close to it. We pick back up in the oldest temple with Morgan having asked for forgiveness and Aster stepping forward, kind of suggesting, kind of what's next. And the Queen of Dreams being released from her icy prison.
That's right.
And we will pick back up there kind of just at that moment.
I'm very happy you're here. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm having a moment.
And just to, I did forget the meta conversation. So we have taken advantage of the fact that our lovely friends are in town. So I think what we're going to do here tonight, folks, is we're going to let the moment breathe. Y'all can role play a little bit, but then we're going to do a little void loop-de-loop.
Bringing chaos everywhere we go.
The plot will be interrupted. And then we will, don't worry, we will hopefully get you right back to continue the resolution of the main storyline.
I'm on board.
If that is okay with everyone, we shall proceed with the roleplay and the resolution of that scene. Go ahead.
Okay.
We'll find some background music.
Yes. Okay. So I think we're picking up with Morgan. I just said.
Yeah, Prism,
Something.
what do you wish to do?
I think we left off with Morgan and Gilly and Mifanwe all hugging,
Yes. Sounds about right.
and Morgan saying, talking about how we need to have a conversation about
Yes.
moving forward.
I think that sounds about right.
Okay.
I think Mifanwe said, why don't you give me a moment alone with my daughters?
That's right.
Yep.
So I think that's where we're picking up. So it's you and me, buddy.
Sounds good to me.
You, me, and you.
Yeah.
This is new music.
Yeah, I used it a little bit last time.
Oh, this is
She did. Yeah, he did.
The Russian,
Yeah.
Russian
Yeah.
winter, yeah.
Yep.
The
I
song
like
will be
it.
featured
Pulling all our cool
prominently.
stops.
Oh, I'm already so hot. Role playing just makes me steamy.
You should probably just take off that sweater.
Take off.
Is there anything?
I'll do it for 500 bits.
You heard the man.
Oh god.
They'll do it. You should only say things that you are willing to actually do.
That's right. So okay,
Corey,
so
you
with,
heard him.
That's right. So with that, doors kind of close. I'm assuming y'all are giving them a bit of a private moment.
Yes.
And so we'll put you out in like the foyer, and while they're in the windy,
Did the Queen
icy
of Dreams
area.
like poof out of existence, or is she just?
We can say you
really
ushered her into the.
Okay, perfect.
Because I think she had originally just like collapsed.
Yeah,
out of the
she's
ice,
unconscious.
so she needs care.
Dragging
So
So, yeah, carry her to the other
take care
room.
of her when you guys have your discussion.
there's a kind of pregnant silence as these three women, just four women, stand in the remnants of this old, ancient temple.
Astra is with us still?
Yeah. Everyone's just kind of looking at each other, not sure what to say.
Should I make cocoa?
Morgan gives you
Just
a...
trying to read the room. Is this a cocoa moment? I feel like it's a cocoa moment.
Morgan gives you a faint smile. I don't think... I think we're past the point of amelioration and niceties. But you're welcome to have some.
I don't have any milk.
Please don't go there. Please don't go there. Please don't go there.
Not going there. Wasn't going to.
So, you're here. Why don't you tell me the scheme, what you and your lot are up to again?
Well, how much were you aware of with the whole, Gish plot to bring hell to the prime material plane, that whole bit?
Mrs. Kilgast explained quite a lot to me in our closed-door meeting.
Of course she did. Well, she got what she wanted, except she died in the process.
She always knew she would.
Pretty sure she figured on that. So her husband's out free in the prime material plane summoning his chums every day. So that's really not great. It's getting worse and worse. And we're preparing for war up in the north.
And why have you come here for me, if you have a war back home?
Well, it was a few things. King of Nightmares stole Glitch. From, well, not stole. Dupla had stolen him, which you knew.
Yes.
And then the Queen of... No, the King of Nightmares was given Glitch from Dupla for some safekeeping on her, but then we tried to get him back, and he had a price, and you can guess what the price was. So that kind of put a timetable on coming back here. And because I was just content to try to get better at other things first, but because frankly you scare me, but the time was pushed up for us, and I wanted to come back here for you, but I didn't feel ready earlier.
Come back here for me. What does that mean?
I wanted, like I told you, to try to help you find something else to move forward, to move past all of the vengeance and the violence that was consuming you. And I also knew that if we couldn't, well, you'd be a creature of vengeance. And I'd have wronged you.
Yes. Well,
So, there it is. I'm sorry, there it is.
I'm still the Lady of Winter. But I have had time to sit with the things we've discussed. I think that my time in the material plane has unfortunately left its mark. But I still don't know my piece in all this. I still don't know what I'm supposed to do. I can't go to the material plane anymore. I can't help you with your war.
Right. Except that you can.
How?
Well, you, personally, may not be able to slide on over. But you have knowledge. You have access to at least knowledge, if not anything else that could be of assistance.
It's true.
You've been around for, you know, the last big war. It's, you know your way around it a bit. More than most.
I do. And I have some tricks up my sleeve, as it were. There's still those in the material plane who worship me.
And you can help me figure out what I am and how to utilize that better.
That is true.
And you could, just not having you as something looming over me worrying about you coming to kill me someday is helping. That helps. That alone helps. That's great. I'm really happy about that part.
I'm going to update real quick, I forgot. I'm going to update the Lady of Winter clock to 1 slice. Because this leg of her particular story is almost at an end.
That's good. We won.
So wait, are we calling these threat clocks, or what are we
They
calling them?
are
Because
story
this-
clocks. They are
Okay.
often used as threat clocks.
Okay.
The threats are resolved either through persuasion, yeah.
That's fine. I wasn't sure if, in my brain, what was happening is
She's
when
turning
it
on
reached, then the threat, then
When
became
it-
real. Like then the threat,
the
like
feast get done.
The feast
They're
There's
generally
not-
just representative of like this thing is out here and it's reaching its narrative beat conclusion next big
I
step.
understand. I misunderstood the intent of those things then.
Understood. That's a lot of antagonism.
Now we have
I tried to think of some positive things, nothing came to mind.
Right.
So you mean things like us pushing through and like progressing story-wise through an arc
Yes.
will progress it, not just an
That-
enemy like actually gaining foothold.
So 2 things generally advance these clocks. NPC agency, which is pretty limited, but it does happen. Time, and your own efforts.
Okay.
Just kind of a little device to kind of see the state of things.
I was just viewing them as things we had to address before they completed.
I mean,
But
it's not
Us
a bad
making
way of looking at some of them.
If clocks are moving and we aren't doing anything related to that clock, it's probably bad.
yeah, that's true.
For those,
Very
yeah,
true.
generally.
Very
Except
true.
the army's hell, that one seems fine.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
one's fine. So, she will say,
Just how it is.
They're
she
so
was-
pretty. Sorry.
yeah, they're pretty great. I got them from a Roll20 creator. You can look them up. Hashtag sponsored.
God damn it.
We are sponsored by Roll20. Anyway, she says, I've had a change of heart. But this place isn't going to change just because I did.
I
Parts of it might.
felt that way. Correct me if I am understanding this the wrong way, but it seems to be that the people at the tippy top affect the change, like shape the world around them
Yes.
in this area,
Yes.
beyond the arresting light.
Yes. We have the power to shape the land itself. Those of us who have high enough station, whether they be archfays or minor or greater deities. Yes.
How safe are we to have a frank conversation here?
You mean is Mab watching?
As anyone watching? How many ears and eyes are we talking?
It's Mab's dimension.
Well, then I'll just keep my mouth shut.
Here's what I'll say. I'm willing to help you. I'm willing to try to change this place somewhat. But just to keep in mind that I'm not the god of this dimension.
Right.
All right. I think we could all do with a little relaxation and a little rest. Night's sleep over this issue. Let's just unpack, take a breather. And we can talk about this when we've cleared our heads and thought about it more. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Did you have any final thoughts?
I just hug her again.
She hugs you. Perfect. Okay. So then in the foyer, you are all standing there with the Queen of Dreams. Well, she's asleep. She's unconscious.
I'm looking down her. Is there anything that you can do to help her?
Don't you have that dream thing?
How bad does she look? Is she like unconscious?
She's at 0 hit points,
Okay.
but stable.
Yep.
What is this?
I don't know, Matt. What is that?
Why are you asking us? Is the real question.
I like it.
I don't know what this is.
Leave it on.
Oh, this is fight music.
Yeah. Yeah, it sure is.
I'm in the
I'm like,
wrong.
I'm like,
It's
you've
appropriate.
used this.
We're in danger.
It's appropriate.
Sorry.
I'm like, you've used this, Matthew.
I will say,
It's not new.
yeah. She seems to be, and I just kind of poke her a little bit. She seems to be unconscious.
So I'll go ahead and do a first level cure wounds.
Okay.
And wake her up. That was a nice roll. It's a whole 5 hit points. That was a 1 + 4.
So as
Boy,
you,
howdy.
as you cast Cure Wounds, this kind of green little lights, the colorful magic washes over her body, and her eyes kind of pop open instantly. She looks at you. Oh, you've awakened me from my slumber.
Oh my god.
Aye, fair prince. Aye, and she kind of stands up, and you see almost instantly her cheeks rush to like a very colorful, effervescent pink that kind of glows off of her. Her dress is kind of this brilliant pink and white. She has this beautiful, I want to say, goldish clasp, and she says,
Yep, that's what's happening.
"Aye, now that you have awoken me from mine slumber, I shall grant you 3 wishes."
We certainly have wishes. Wishes.
She's still Faye.
I love it. Oh my god.
Oh, champion.
Congratulations. You have been rescued.
Oh my god.
I have.
Are there any terms for these wishes?
If it is within my power, I shall grant it.
Well, there's
Can the selection of wishes be postponed for a short period of time?
Well, I do have a home to go back to. I don't know how long I've been away.
Oh boy.
Well, your husband, the King of Dreams, sent us to...
King of Nightmares.
King of Nightmares, sorry.
Thank you.
King of Nightmares sent us to rescue you.
Listen.
He's back on the, well, whatever plane that he resides in.
king of nightmares, and she kind of steps forward and looks off in the distance.
Justice is so unnerved. Like, what is this? What is she doing?
I don't remember being married to a man with such a ghastly title. Are you sure he was my husband?
We
That's what he's
Pretty
claiming in
sure.
the time that you've been away.
I'm going to use a minor image to summon an image of him.
She leans in. Well, he's just handsome. Suppose there are worse things.
Are the wishes held to this plane of existence?
No! I exist in dreams. I will grant you your wishes.
You're
In your
absolutely
dreams.
fabulous.
Thank you.
Insight?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't trust her.
With the
You'll dream
straps.
that it's
Something's
real.
off.
With the straps.
Very.
16.
That's a miss. So she gets
Damn.
one on you.
Boy, oh
She would
boy.
like to know what you are most vulnerable to.
Sure she would.
What am I most
God.
vulnerable to?
Yeah, like what's your character's
Emotions.
vulnerability?
Feeling.
Feelings.
I would say I have a very single-minded, a very singular drive. So anything that kind of is around that, I could probably be easily tricked.
Perfect. She looks at you, she's like, your dreams can become real, for I am the queen of dreams. Safety, freedom, liberation. These are the kinds of wishes I grant.
Oh boy. I'm really
Oh no!
It's a good thing Gilly is not with you. Wisdom of 4.
This is so
Let's-
bad.
Wisdom of 4.
You must have really great wisdoms.
I'm Faye.
I will say there were more that rescued you in the other room.
Oh, but I do not see them. But I have more champions?
Indeed.
Oh, and what are their names?
Oh.
Who lies beyond in that other room?
We will let them introduce themselves.
The
Kinda looks
only
around.
smart one in the party. Look at that.
Kind of looks around. Where am I?
Not in the plane of dreams.
The land of
No.
the cold unknown.
Ah, yes. I seem to remember something about a dinner fork.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. That's
She
the
used
same
the wrong
story
dinner
we heard.
Yes, that she used the wrong fork and got in prison for 1,000 years.
That's right. Listen,
Oh,
Morgan,
man.
Morgan had problems.
Yeah.
She needs to go to anger management.
I'll gesture to you.
I mean,
and
that
say,
is
let me go first.
It is a pretty serious faux pas.
So,
I'd expect better than that.
Remember how villainous your family is.
Do you have a wish?
so
Mm-hmm.
if you have a calling card, I would love to get you back to your husband, if that's where you would like to be.
You see her kind of glance around again. I don't have a calling card, but just dream of me, and I'll be there.
I'm sure we will dream of you for many years to come.
And those of us who do not dream.
We can help with that. We know how.
You should know by now, sweet Warforged, we all dream. Just not all of us dream in slumber. And she, there's a heart sound that teleports away.
Oh, I did not know how to handle that. What the fuck? Like Justice just kind of like awkwardly turns.
Yeah, Faye.
I love you.
So after she kind of disappears, and be like, "You guys okay with just holding off on that? Because there's a whole bunch of stuff
Yeah,
we don't understand."
have so much more to deal with right now than that.
I'm so sad Gilly
We're
didn't get to
fine.
meet her.
Otherwise,
You'll
my
have a
God.
chance.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She will be back.
otherwise, I would love to ask her for the crown of the Archfey. See if she can materialize it for us.
Oh God!
Gosh.
Probably not a real one.
Make me a
Probably
real.
not. Probably not.
I just need. Okay, what do I need here? I need.
Make me a real boy.
You wish for that now.
Give me a heart.
Can you give me a heart?
the crown of the Archfey.
Oh, that's what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the crown of the deceiver? Your mask?
The
mask, right?
It's Crown of the Archfey, owned by the Druid Witch of the Wild, immune to poison, that whole thing.
Oh yes,
The one that goes with the mantle.
it was. Yes, it is. It is a crown of an archfey, but the official title is the Crown of the Deceiver. If I remember correctly.
Well, okay. That's not what I was given 52 and a half episodes
Listen, it's because of this anime.
Okay.
You wanted to do this for this, so that you just get some fucking crown.
Can you imagine that I actually changed my mind after this episode? No.
Huh. Never.
I don't know why you would do that.
Yeah.
Oh no, it did a thing.
Murray of the Heart. I'm just like, I have, and I just put it in a bag with the rest of them.
Just another one. Yeah.
Could you try the music just a touch?
There we go.
So, we'll cut from there.
I just wanted to table that. 'Cause
Okay.
There was a lot.
Yeah. So we'll cut back from there. So, we arrive, the camera pans over to the planet Leng, in the High Temple, somewhere deep in the void, where the Leng Consortium rules. Yes. And the ever fighting against the gods of the void that are powerful and malicious, the Way of Leng has many disciples. It has many followers. And it also has subcontractors.
Yes.
Temporary, non-benefits eligible subcontractors.
Where's the fiduciary responsibility on all this?
No such concept in Lang. Why don't you introduce yourselves again? If you want to describe your characters or anything, I'm gonna go to the bathroom while you do that.
Cool. You want to go ahead?
Okay. Standing, leaning on a staff of dark wood with some silver filigree kind of embellished in it, is a female figure, dark tanned skin, long, or what would be long, white silver hair that is tied tightly into a long braid flowing down to about mid-back. Dressed in dark maroons and deep blues. Looks very comfortable in her clothing. And she has, to match the hair, bright silver eyes. And she seems impatient and is just kind of resting on top of the staff and just tapping the top of it and looking around, and glances over to her semi-recent traveling companion and just...
Semi-recent traveling companion happens to be a half-orc, relaxed on a bench or something, some similar void furniture. Reading a dusty tome is almost the typical wizard. Black and brown robes, a pointed hat, and laying at his side is a large, crooked wooden staff with a gothic lantern hanging from the tip of it. Sitting on his right is a large toad, which croaks.
It's real big. It's real big.
It rolls over and croaks.
Yeah.
It's just,
No. Pajine's about 5'4", by the way.
Oh.
Yes.
Murgag, just about 6 foot, plus hat, who knows?
12 feet. With hat.
12 feet with that.
Yeah,
The hat and the platform
Very
shoes.
pointed.
Very
How tall
wide
did you
and
say?
very pointy.
About 6 foot.
About 6 foot.
Yeah.
The structurally.
Double gilly. No.
That's 4 gillies.
Oof.
No, it's probably 3 gillies.
That's the new unit of measurement.
Oh,
Yeah. You're 3 gillies high. I'm a halfling.
I know. Are you 2 feet tall?
Might be.
I'm more like probably somewhere around 4. I think 4 feet,
All right.
around 4 foot. So
Excellent. So
1.5
you're
feet.
not. Okay, excellent.
I'm just
So
exaggerating,
1.5
but you
gillies.
know.
My base speed of 10.3333
It's
repeating
forever.
Repeating, of course.
Yeah.
Listen.
Your speed is pi to the 10th degree.
Yeah. 314159265.
So, you are standing in the Temple of Leng where the consortium conducts its business. There are these, the folk of Leng are these kind of squat and rather rotund figures with this pink stretched skin, these very wide mouths. Within the temple themselves, they wear these like deep maroon robes, and you can barely see most of their faces. And they walk around, there's a kind of hum and a chant. And there are all these kind of cloaked and robed figures throughout, and statues to match. You have walked the path of Leng to get here, which is a very long and winding road that seems to stretch across the planet. And you know that you're meeting with Midgar Leng, who has been your kind of supervisor since you joined the Leng Consortium. Well, joined. Since you became non-benefits eligible, temporary, part-time subcontractors.
Oh boy.
You just make it sound real good. You just make it sound so...
It's an intergalactic
It's
empire. You listen. These are impossible.
It transcends space and time. It's fine.
It's fine.
It has an emperor who definitely fucks.
And you are all their force children.
Oh.
Wow.
Hey,
gonna have
with
side
writing
effects.
like that, I can make a multi-million-dollar movie deal.
Hey.
That's right. You sure
I
can.
don't like this.
No one does yet. Certain people are rich.
And yet,
Yep,
you're
correct.
So Midgar Leng he wears robes, but he doesn't have a hood over it. He has station enough to where he has his hood back, and his wide and pink mouth with rows and rows of teeth. He has a laser rifle and a couple of grenades in his kind of backpack. He has an etheric harpoon, which is this kind of energy-based harpoon, and he's standing with you in the cold, dead quiet of this temple with this soft hum chant throughout. Alrighty. So, remind me of your names again.
she'll like take the staff in one hand and just kind of give you a bow and say, Pajine, this is nice to meet you.
Pajine and...
Shut the book and stand up. Murkrag.
Right, Pajine Murkrag, listen, I'm so glad you could make it today. I know it was your day off, but I appreciate you coming in.
Not at all.
So, I've got a special mission for you. A band of members, a contracted member who has 3 additional tag-alongs, seem to have gotten themselves in a bit of hot water. They released what is being classified as a unknown apex void predator into the prime material plane.
I believe this water is scalding.
Yes, as they say.
That sounds bad.
It's deeply bad. But because of his platinum level membership, Sibelius Anastasia, the once Prince of the Aramir, is afforded certain protections. Kind of every once in a while they'll get lost in time. They'll summon a void creature in the material plane and wreak unimaginable havoc on civilians.
Should you probably reconsider the membership then?
Well, that's what we do here. We offer protection and security.
But also for yourself. I mean, security if you have members who are unleashing endless void monstrosities.
It's bad PR is what she's trying to say.
Oh,
it's just
you
it's very
misunderstand the
bad.
term. A member is just a fancy word we use for customer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it makes them feel part of the family. You know?
Yikes. Need a new one. Well, that's like every company I've ever worked for.
So, yes, they go by the Prism. I can't remember if you all are from the material plane, but perhaps you've heard of them. They're getting to be kind of famous or infamous.
She's just like, nope.
Yeah.
I'm sure I will hear of them as soon as we arrive, though.
You're welcome to ask questions.
You're fine.
We're kind of a big deal, but we're not a big deal.
Do they do this sort of
We're
thing
not.
often?
Is it
3 times in about as many months.
Oh.
Yeah.
They've
That's
unleashed
fair.
the void 3 times.
Yeah,
And there is
yes.
still a material plane to come to.
4 times, technically.
Who's counting?
I don't think that we did all of those.
Yeah, that's
One,
victims of circumstance.
4 times.
So these are kind of priority customers. They
Yeah,
keep
and
coming
one
back.
of them, one of them they were just kind of around for.
Oh.
You know, but one of them chose.
Customers of
The
service.
civilians chose not to stop it, which is kind of.
So what is it exactly you want us to do?
So, you're going to accompany them and help them hunt down this void creature.
We're going to babysit them.
Well, they're very capable fighters.
Are they though? I mean, the void is unleashed 4 times in as many months.
But they've killed it every single time.
Except this last time?
They haven't gotten there yet. That's why you're here.
Yes.
Yeah. And as always with members, you're going to help them, and you're going to take your wares to sell them.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh no.
How much gold do I have?
We've been looking for a vendor opportunity. As I understand it, they just came into a great deal of money.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
So we guilt them and then take their money and let them solve their problem, and we watch.
More or less, but you are expected to help out a little bit.
Oh, of course, of course. I mean, we couldn't let important customers bite the dust on, something routine like this.
Right, no, exactly. Not unless there was profit in it.
Right.
Oh, the tea.
Oh no.
So, so they're a ragtag group of adventurers. They're most well known for failing to stop the apocalypse that's happening in Gishari.
Okay.
But they also did kill an ancient black dragon, so that was pretty impressive.
Well, see, I also helped kill the ancient white dragon, but this is fine. It's just,
I mean, no one's keeping count.
Well, it's fine.
Oh god, when did Emma get here?
So did you have any specific questions? We can ask on the ride there if you want.
Yeah, can you tell us about this void creature and how we're going to find it / kill it?
That's the hard part. It, as best as our seers have told us, the creature was prematurely hatched from Sevilius' spine after he made a deal with the Whispering Father, which I'm going to have to talk to him about. You're not supposed to make deals with the void creatures, but it's alright. So he made a deal, and this void creature was incubating in his spine. Now, voidlings, are usually not a huge problem, but this one used some of Sevilius' body as a resource to mutate and evolve. So it's going to have some of his power and characteristics.
No.
Complicating the issue is the fact that he had attuned to his ancestral weapon, the Blade of the Vizier, one of the most legendary power sources in the cosmos, and we're worried that the creature adapted some of those abilities as well.
I see.
What have you done?
How did the
Great.
blade
So back-
shift?
So
That's
back-
how
so
blade
back to how this is-
Hey!
Yep, it's sure plain chicken because of that.
What is Matt even?
Let me just say,
I
I'm
didn't know
glad
apology.
I'm glad Matthew does not live in a world of magic because, oh my god.
Can you run Alien for us?
Nobody
thanks.
wants that.
I'm
Well,
going to know
I do.
about that one.
And this will be Alien.
We're working
We're all
on
gonna get
Are we
picked
playing
off one
Bloodborne
by
now?
one.
Is that what we're doing?
Seems
It's a
like
little inspired, but it won't. No, not as much horror and feelings of helplessness. Well, we'll see. Safety tools are in play. It was prematurely hatched, which is good, but it is rapidly growing.
I see.
Yes. We believe we found its location. It's only been. He looks at his watch that he doesn't have. Less than 24 hours. So, or wait, no, it was on the way there. So it's been 24.
It's been 3 days.
I think it was on the first night, so it's been 48 hours.
And time passes differently there. If you remember.
Passes a little slower, yeah. So, but we'll ballpark it and say 48 hours. So we have at least another 12 to 24 hours before it reaches maturity.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Get your punching hands ready.
I'm not looking to punch a void creature, especially one who is hatched from the spine of another void creature. Will you be accompanying us on this journey?
I will, but mostly in a supervisory capacity. I'm not much of a warrior. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Just has a gun.
He does have a gun.
It's really a good gun.
It
It's a
is.
pretty hot.
She
gun.
points to that. Will you be needing that then?
Oh, do you want a gun?
I would not say no to one.
I'll get you one. You can look them up in D&D and Beyond. I think they're called laser rifles.
Hell yes!
They should
No!
it should be the ones that do 3d8 radiant.
Just handing.
You
Alright.
all have one. You took a Thune weapon.
What is it called
Oh, that's
again?
right.
We stole one.
Tell me again. What is it called?
I believe it's
I
just
forgot.
called a laser rifle in D&D Beyond, I think.
There's a
I'm
laser
pretty sure it
rifle.
is,
There you
yeah.
go.
Sure is right there.
3d8
Hell
radiant,
yes.
not the one that's necrotic, that's like 4d10 or whatever.
Yeah, that's the antimatter rifle.
Yeah, that's right.
Can I have
Okay,
the
that's
Thum
right.
gun?
And I will say you can be considered proficient with it, so just use whatever your Kensai bonus stuff
Just
is.
say
All right. Nice. Perfect. Cool.
Try to
It's
go.
this when you have a gun.
You know.
She makes them go far.
You know.
Strapping it to her.
I'm a
arm.
martial artist expert.
Exactly. Good lord.
And he leads you to the back of the temple where there's this kind of lowering, and you get into a spacecraft. It's kind of driving you along. He says, "We'll jump to void, slipstream, whatever it's called here soon. Void space, void space. Just gotta get out, the clearance."
The steering wheel.
It's just swerving.
In space.
It's vestigial, but
It comes
It just feels right.
Feels right. That's right.
10 o'clock and 2 o'clock.
So we'll be there pretty shortly. Did you have any questions about them or anything you want clarified?
Well, you'll be there, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to, if there's anything private or confidential, I don't have. It's awkward when you ask me a question, then I have to pull you aside, and everyone knows we're talking about them.
Of course.
But we gotta act like we don't.
How much money do they have? Just so I can set, pricing.
I think, listen, it's not like we keep tabs on them all the time.
Okay.
But it was a pretty good chunk of change.
We're talking, 3-4 digits, most stuff.
Oh. Wait, digits total or zeros? Because 5. I believe it was 5 numbers total. You know what I mean? A couple 10.
Okay.
And why are we whispering? We're the only ones in this.
Yeah. Just you, me, and the silence of the void.
Why are we? Are any of them a danger to any of either of them? I mean, we have not met them. They obviously have a penchant for unleashing terrible things. Does that include terrible harm on us?
He's like, they've only betrayed one of their traveling companions.
Well,
Yeah,
that
so
is
be
one
careful
too many, in my opinion.
How do you expect them to take our sudden appearance and help and coercion?
Oh yeah, we bailed them out 3 or 4 times.
Okay.
So they come to expect this then?
Yeah. I mean, they bought the platinum membership. That's pretty good. It's not quite Maricera or Osmium, but...
Picture Injustice in the kitchen just knocks something off to clean it up. Cleaning up my messes again.
Sure did
Which
bail
one is the
Midgar
member? You said there
out
were
like
4 in
that.
all?
Shovelius Amastasia, the Prince of the Armor, he's only one of the most notable figures.
Oh,
in history.
right. And he's the
You are
one
a
that
wizard.
hatched a void sling in his spine.
He did, but it was a dark time. Try not to bring it up.
Okay, of
Yeah,
course.
you don't want to be rude.
No.
As opposed to when.
It's all been a dark time.
Yeah, a dark time as opposed to when, Matthew.
So, yeah, he did, but he's a member.
Yeah, of course.
Bail him out.
That's what you pay for.
Do the Leng sleep?
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
You're the only one.
Nobody sleeps but you.
I'll
Yeah.
sleep.
She was asking probably for dream purposes.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh no. He's fine.
All Selena hears when she tries to sleep is us blinking in the same
The
room.
Woody blink. So he shifts gears and you all jump to void space.
Oh, I should mention, Pagine does get seasick, and this is equivalent to seasick. She's not doing well once they arrive.
Oh.
She's quite green.
Shouldn't have been a space warrior.
You know, the life was calling her, but then it's fine.
So, flashback to the land of the cold and ending. You are all trying to reconvene.
Okay.
So we're reconvening in the foyer?
Wherever.
Whatever.
Phil Gillian. The Queen of Dreams offered us 3 wishes, and then
Where'd she go?
she mysteriously...
Where, is she sleeping
She
somewhere?
went home.
In a
Oh, she's
puff
gone.
of glitter.
She is gone.
Morgan
I didn't get to
Morgan is
meet
just
her.
staring at you.
I did not accept
was
the
definitely
offer.
top
I thought I
person.
would advise with you and Gilly first.
But I didn't get to.
Well, she asked for all our names first, which I thought was in poor taste. I said we'd call her.
Well,
You'll-
I mean, what's
you'll get
wrong
to
with
meet
giving her our names? You could have told her, like, hey, I'm sure Gilly would like to meet you.
She seemed to.
I mean, we have to probably go pick up Glitch or something, so she should meet her then.
Right. Does she seem like? What was she like?
I
Was
don't
she
trust
nice?
anything that club covered in glitter. No one asked
She
for
seemed
that.
like
She
a
was
pretty
covered
nice
in
person.
glitter.
Yeah.
She was quite sparkly.
Mm-hmm. Very beautiful.
Morgan pipes up. She can't
I mean,
grant
she's a
wishes.
queen.
See, I suspected something might be slightly
Well,
off.
maybe she can in dreams.
Well, yes, but they'd fade once you wake up.
But at least you'd have nice dreams.
That's true. I'm just saying, she's not a genie.
But she has power in dreams, and dreams are, you know, they can be important.
I'm saying I don't think she was being sincere when she offered the.
Oh, you think that she wasn't, like, being right, like, forthright about what she could do.
I don't know. She seemed pretty sincere to me.
She's an archfey. And what have we learned about archfey?
They're pretty.
That's the only thing we've
Duplicity.
learned for her.
Yes.
Pretty.
And unstable.
Also the duplicity.
And
yes.
unstable.
I'm in this.
Like-
I'm in
like
this
my-
tweet and I don't like it.
Like a previous interest of mine might have been. Unstable.
So, as I was saying, and as she begins to speak, you notice there's this as you see a rip in space and time, and a spaceship comes flying out of it. And Morgan turns around and raises her hand. I need you two to roll dexterity saving throws.
Hell yes. Oh, I went with a laser pistol, by the way. I felt like it was more of my steez.
Works for me.
Perfect. I got a 21.
You are good because you have evasion.
9.
Wizards.
I don't know.
Yes,
I meant
you're a
to.
wizard.
But a wizard.
Can Crack wear his seatbelt?
Yes, he's
Okay.
very lawful good.
Okay.
Oh,
Also, I have to see how well Midgar did.
Oh
no! So as the spaceship flies in, there is a massive wall of ice that shoots up
Yep,
almost
that's right.
instantaneously, and he tries to stop it, but he smashes into it, but goes through, and you are all kind of jostled. You're in your seatbelt, so I'll say roll a second time because you would have had advantage. So let me know which one's the higher one.
A 19.
Then you are good. You kind of lean forward. You don't get any whiplash. The ship skids. And then kind of does a little grabo landing. Morgan spins around and stares at the spaceship. She unfurls her hands as the mountain begins to shake.
I believe.
Gilly just looks at Civilius. I think that's for you.
Is that? I think that's Miguel Lang. They're friends. I think. I
Well,
don't
you
know.
pay-
Maybe from
From-
past to future.
From
it's kinda,
inside, you
it's
hear
kind of
this.
weird with the
You
Lang.
hear this loud voice that says,
Paid
"Jesus
him.
Christ,
We
Leng,
did.
what the fuck
But I
was
mean,
that?"
We paid them in the past, but he came in the future the first time. So
Listen,
this could
time
be
gets
at
all
any
weird.
time.
All I'm saying
So this
is,
could be in the farther future where we betray them and
hang
they
on.
hate us.
I sent a message. I used message to Midgar. I'm just like, friend or foe?
I'm here to solve your problems yet again.
Oh,
See, I told
thanks.
you, it's for you. It's for
Dang,
you.
Marissa.
Back of the ship opens. Well, whatever the hell those things are called. And I don't know what the hell that is. The
hatch?
whatever.
The brig.
Brig.
Yeah, the brig. That's
Wait,
it.
the
It's all
normal
brigs.
How many brig does this?
It's got
ship
4
have?
brigs.
Two bricks here and 2 bricks here.
So, back of the ship opens up, and Midgar Lane gets out of the seat. He's like, kind of pushes you forward. The characters, much as described, I assume, step out of the spaceship, and you see the Prism. The Prism can describe themselves, I guess.
That was
Sure.
lovely.
Gilly is currently covered in ice armor because she has Armor of Agathis up because she thought that she was going to be fighting Morgan and she didn't. So she's currently covered in this like icy armor, and she's a wee halfling, but she looks a little bit ethereal. What's the word that I'm looking for to describe? She's a little bit fey. She looks a little bit fey. She's
She has presence.
she has presence. She's got this like red wavy hair, and part of it is done up, and she's in these like cold weather clothes, but you can see underneath them is a robe of starlight. Because she's still wearing Morgan's robe of stars.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The thing that she's wearing.
Did we get 500 bits?
No, but I'm hot.
Give it bits retroactively. Anyway, so, and she's got these greenish blue eyes, and is pretty cheerful looking. Is very charismatic.
Sevillus, about 6 feet tall. Tall, dark, long hair, elf. I have not your typical wizard's robes, but more of like a tighter fitting, like upper, and then robes at the bottom around the legs to allow for free movement and stuff. You also see I have shimmering blue plates of mage armor up on my body right now, acting as extra defense, and a long ornate rapier on my left hand side, and a book similar to this on my right hand.
Go ahead.
I am a very cylinder and somewhat skeletal warforged. I am approximately 5.5 feet tall, and I wear underneath my winter clothing dark robes. I have green faceted eyes and am made of several shades of dark metals and wood.
Selina has like mouse brown hair, freckles, been tanned but doesn't tan super dark. Looks like you've been doing a lot of hard work for a very long time. And you see peeking out from underneath a cloak of many fashions, what looks like green dragon scaled mantle cloak that kind of comes up like Cruella de Vil like is what I imagine, but not evil.
But not
Hopefully.
We're working on it. Okay, gotcha.
It's a box we're still unpacking.
All right.
Last session, you used to have a whole diatribe about who's evil and who isn't.
What's the body count?
Yeah, what's the body count?
Exactly.
We got it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. And you're just normal human. Middle-aged-ish.
DM question.
Yeah, what up?
Like early 20s.
Is it cold here?
Very.
Yeah, it's the land of the
I
cold
am
unending.
not dressed for this weather.
It is actually dangerously freezing cold. Yeah, like negative 50.
Yeah, it's real bad.
Good. That's great.
They just die.
Instant hypothermia and death.
But we're inside, right?
What do you mean inside? Inside in the land of cold and ending is still cold and unending.
It's negative
just colder.
50 because you're inside.
Oh no!
It's negative 50 because there's not
It's
anything
absolute.
chill.
It's like 3 degrees above absolute zero outside.
Vito.
Yeah, y'all have been protected by magic, so it hasn't come up.
Wow.
Are we
It's
protected by
very
magic?
No.
Okay.
I would like to cast a spell called Create Bonfire.
Okay.
I can actually do that.
So there's a bonfire that appears.
Kind of. Hello, travelers.
Hi there.
Midgard, it is good to see you again.
It's great to see you too. How are you?
Doing well.
Doing actually
It's
well
a
this
mixed
time,
bag,
for the most part.
really.
Aside from all
It's
the
a real
stuff that's
mixed
on.
bag. There's a lot of it that's like real bad. Some of it's pretty good.
Mm.
I think you're here for the bad part though.
I'm
we're
just
lining it back in.
Back?
I'm just supervising.
Mentioning
this.
back
it.
is an interesting
Oh,
choice of
yes.
words.
I'll turn away from them small and I'll just incline my head. I'm Justice.
Murkrag, and he kind of twirls his hat underneath which sits the toad.
Nice.
Gilly, oh, hi! What's your toad's name?
I don't know. I think he might be dead. It's awfully cold, and I'll summon my familiar.
Oh no!
Is it a
Curb.
fey toad, or is it...
Yes.
It's a phode. You are to help us in what way?
Well, to be honest, I'm not quite sure I got all the details. Something about a voidling hatching out of someone's spine and absorbing the magic essence of a very powerful sword.
We've heard that this has happened a few times before.
I mean,
Does
it's,
anyone
have,
This
Once.
one is
it's happened
specifically
once,
pretty
but
bad.
no.
Does anyone?
Yeah,
Oh,
it is a little rough.
I'll
Does
kind of
anyone
look
think
over
this
to Astra Morgan and I'll kind of gesture to them. I think. Is there anything that we can do about
Is there a place I could make the hut or something?
that?
Make it right here for all I care.
Give me 11 minutes.
Astra's just like, for the love of God. She smacks her hands. And there's a kind of a star that appears like almost the heat of a nova that not quite.
We go from hypothermic to just
That's right, that's right.
And it
Hyper.
correct.
she raises it into. As she does, there you can hear this kind of chittering and hissing that happens, and creatures from that within the temple walk
Do we
away.
also hear Sophilius?
No.
Not this time.
As the Chandris and the cursed creatures of the cold unending walk away.
Oh, right. All of that.
You can come back to that next episode.
I will. You are to help us defeat the void creature.
Yes.
Well,
I mean, well, we don't know where it is.
We're here
so-
to help you help yourselves defeat the void creature.
Oh, good.
Cool.
Perfect. I knew this membership would pay off someday.
Well, it kind of already did, though.
Yeah, but also this time. Before, we didn't really realize how amazing it was. This time.
I will say that.
Could you leave a review?
just leave us a...
We will.
What's the
We'll see how
magic-
this goes,
A
and then
brief
we'll,
survey afterwards.
we'll leave a
magic
review with your
equivalent of
supervisor.
Yes, we're here to, one, make sure it's dealt with, and two, offer you a few things to aid in that in future adventures of yours.
Interesting.
We do certainly like to buy things. I like to buy things.
Things are nice.
That is a trait that you certainly have.
I mean, royalty should have nice things, shouldn't it?
We're gonna have to revisit that at some point.
She is staring daggers into you.
This is my associate, Pasheen.
Hello.
Good to meet you.
Hi.
Hello.
You had a staff, you said?
Yes, I have a staff that's kind of dark. Up close, it looks kind of black, kind of colored, but up close it's like this dark blue, almost matching the clothes that I'm wearing. That has like the silver embellishments around it.
It's pretty sweet.
So do we?
Matt, are her robes the same color blue as
Naz?
Naz?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I suppose we could use some help. The creature evaded us, and we have accomplished the primary goal that we were here for.
We were taken aback by its appearance.
Void creatures typically are
Taken
I'm
aback.
staring daggers at you right now.
They're
Void-
being stared right back at
Void
you.
daggers.
Midgard, you said that you had an idea of where this creature could have gone to.
Yeah, the creature seems to be resting within the material plane, but kind of slipped out of the time phase. So they're kind of biding their time and literally next to within the city.
The material plane is... Oh, so here. Okay. Because I was about to say the material plane is kind of big. There's a lot of places.
Yes, near the city of Gish is where they are.
So I guess we have somewhat of an idea of what it's going for then. Because we had an idea of a couple of its targets.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can narrow that down a bit.
Just a bit.
And you said that you had accoutrement that could help us.
Yes, possibly. Would you like to see them now or on the way?
Perhaps we should get moving. The things seem to be getting larger as it went.
Oh, by the way, this is me mom, Bifonway.
Oh, don't do. No, I'm not.
And Astra. And Morgan.
Nice to meet you all. We won't be going on your little adventure. I'm not running free NPCs.
That's fair.
Valid.
5. You're on one that has. Never mind. So how do we get to the material plane? I kind of gesture to the spaceship that's sitting there.
I mean, I can plane shift us too.
Should we take a long rest at some point?
You're all pretty tapped.
Yeah.
I will definitely.
We
need
did a
one
lot of
more
things.
Then perhaps we could review your wares while we rest.
Yeah.
There it is.
Hey.
Yep.
Wow.
It's like a shopping episode, but you don't gotta go anywhere.
He's gonna give us the pitch. Give us
Right.
the pitch. What do you got?
Certainly, and I'll kind of reach into a pouch and pull out a handful of little sapphires, a little jeweler's scope, and look at a tiny inscription. All right, let's see what I've got. I have, let's see, this one is for making maps. I have what we call a chronoscope. It's like a telescope, but it shows you the past. Some gloves of fire weaving. A necromancer's bauble. An ooze bullet.
That one's my favorites.
What does the ooze bullet do?
What do you think it does?
So we took a gelatinous cube and we shrunk it way, way down.
You only get to use it once?
But the enchantment breaks on impact.
It's very potent.
I'm writing.
You miss.
Well, you have a
I
gelatinous
wouldn't
cube.
recommend it.
What do you
Wow.
do when after it hits? Like
Well,
you just
what-
have a
as-
gelatinous cube
it's-
now
it's
versus
just
what you
a-
were trying to.
Correct.
Yes.
It's just a gelatinous cube. You have. Well, you have. I say
I mean,
you
is
have.
Is
but,
it friendly or
no.
No, just
No.
All right.
It's for those situations where your target would fit within a gelatinous cube but is more dangerous than the cube.
Yeah,
Also,
I
you
guess
can
that
walk
makes
away
sense.
from a cube. It's just kind of a brisk trot at that point.
You'd walk at a
Very good
medium
point.
pace, you mean?
Makes good point.
Yes.
Okay.
A ring of psychometry, an ocarina of...
What?
Psychometry? Are you
What's
familiar
that?
with the art of psychometry? It's
do you know
reading
about
psychometry?
emotions and events through objects by touch.
Oh.
An ocarina of wind, a portable scribe, a puzzle box, shard of light, a spy's glass, and a handful of weapon bomb rings. Sure you do.
What does the spy's glass do?
It's a magnifying glass, but it doesn't show you what's in front of it. It shows you what's about a foot or so beyond it. For looking through walls, doors, anything you're not supposed to be looking into.
Which we hear you all do quite often.
Nah, man,
I tried to
you can't
curate
really
based
do
on the little bit of information I learned. Here.
Vidgar was like, tell him about the fire gloves and the reaver
Yeah,
gauntlets.
I'm actually curious about the fire gloves.
So they're just magic gloves, but they draw fire to them. Say I were to hurl a fireball at you, you would be able to, with a little skill and training, absorb the fire and hold it, and also throw it back if you wish.
Charles.
Look at the face. Look at him.
And do those acquire attunement?
Let me.
No, they do not.
Cool. No.
And the gauntlets?
The gauntlets?
Gauntlets, I believe, do. Reaver gauntlets.
Yeah, those ones do.
Yes. You have those, I believe.
I do, but I did take them off.
Oh, you're not.
I do.
Oh,
They're for
I'm just
sale.
assuming you have. I'm just assuming you have duplicates. You don't have to worry
Sure.
about. Yeah.
But I did want to use my staff, so I did take them off.
Well, these were inspired by my friend here. They are meant to give you a bolster of artificial life, so to speak, when you take it from someone else, usually with a punching mechanism.
Stop. The what?
You like to punch people, sir.
It
It's
is
like
one of
I
all
mean,
he
he's going
does.
to expedite
He just
it.
throws
Those are
knives
your-
and punches people.
Your
It's
mirrors
sort
at
of
the
like
same time.
I believe one are bracers and one are gauntlets.
Oh.
Aren't those the same thing? Like they're this and
Bracers,
The
gauntlets.
fire gloves
okay.
are
I
actually
think.
gloves.
Mm-hmm.
So the gloves
you
and
the gloves and
gauntlets
the
are
gauntlets.
split.
He's already got
Oh, okay.
bracers.
Think
that are
of the
made
difference
this.
between like bracers and like the infinity gauntlet.
I understood.
And so, what exactly is that mechanism with the Reaver gauntlet?
Would you like me to show you?
Sure.
You read the mechanic out for them.
Yeah.
These nerds won't accept anything less.
All right.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay, for the sake of this, I'm going to say I still have them on, and I'm just going to walk up and I'm just going to punch you in the face. We can read the mechanics, but I just want to punch you in the face.
Roll the hit.
Okay. May I?
PvP.
This is fine.
PvP. Boy, howdy, do I hit?
Gotta make the sale.
Yeah, she definitely
I think that's a 23.
Just-
Yep.
She hit, yeah.
Just hits.
Just
All right. Well, you take 5 damage.
I'm down.
Yeah.
This is before the long rest.
My soul
crumbling.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you deal damage with an unarmed strike, you can spend your reaction to gain temp HP equal to half the damage dealt.
Yeah, so essentially I punch you and then I just put it to my chest and there's just kind of this brief glow. How do you
And how
feel?
much do I'm not going to
And I just start taking them off.
And how much do bracers like that go for? Gauntlets. Yes. Gauntlets.
Well, they typically sell for about 10,000 GP, but with your discounts, and since you are with one of our platinum members, I can get them to you for about 6,000.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
And the gloves.
The gloves?
Yeah, what about package deals?
Well,
Like buy 10 things, get 10 things free.
Listen, it's time we talk
Of
about
greater or
archery.
greater value.
the Fire Weavers, I could do for just under 5,000, I suppose. You know what? If you all buy an item, I'll give you one for free.
Tell me about the thing that lets you interact with objects. Listen.
I want to read people's journals, but
I
really
wanna
read
know,
them.
But I want to know how the journals feel.
How do the journals make you feel?
Ring of Psychometry. As an action, you touch an object to learn about its recent past.
This is fun.
You see as though from the position of the object at a time you describe no further in the past than a number of days equal to 10 times your wisdom modifier.
40.
Well,
Choose a specific time or
wisdom
describe
modifier,
the time
10
you
times
want to
negative
see.
3.
I'm afraid they might not be.
It might not be a
Does
good
it just go the other way?
Does it go the other way?
Doesn't see to it.
You
So
see
is it
the
like
future
30,
then.
30 days into
I
the
would say
future?
minimum 10 or
Minimum.
minimum of 1.
Minimum of 1.
Choose a specific time or describe the time you'd like to see, and you'll see the closest associated thing. So you could see the last time a dagger killed someone, last time a book was read, etc.
Oh yeah.
But only within like the last 10 days for
It's
me.
not
For you, yes.
Oh.
It takes a certain level of
Insight.
Damn.
perception. Yeah.
It's something that I want, but it's not going to work well for me.
Aww, isn't it a shame?
Aw, you hate to see it.
What about the 2 spyglasses?
So the
The past one and the through walls one.
yes, the chronoscope is exactly kind of what it sounds like. It's a spyglass. You can use it to look at 1-year increments up to 1,000 years in the past, but it looks at the general state of what you're looking at. So it doesn't show people, but it might show particularly large plants, architecture, geography. That is only 1,000 gold.
You know,
Only.
if you need to transport via plants into the past.
And the spyglass.
We could go back and fix our mistakes.
The spyglass.
Wouldn't recommend it.
I wouldn't
It's
either.
literally, you hold it up to an object and you can see as though you were a foot further in. 550.
What's the shot of light?
What?
The shot of light.
That?
His accent is sometimes.
It's sometimes very good.
the
Listen, I like that Virginia.
drinking doesn't help.
Most certainly does not.
Yeah. Royalty.
It's a faintly glowing
I
black
saw
light
that.
shard with 12 charges. As an action, you expend a charge to launch a glowing bolt of light at a solid object up to 200 feet away. The shard sticks there and sheds bright light in 20 feet and dim light an additional 20 feet for 10 minutes.
fight.
Yeah.
20 feet.
Regains all expended charge
20 feet.
when exposed to the light of a rising sun.
Nice.
Alright, I'm only gonna ask about one more thing.
Go for it.
Good for telling us.
Puzzle box. It is a 1-inch cube. You make a DC 20 intelligence check to open it, or have someone teach you how to open it. And then it expands into essentially a 1 foot
It's like this size.
endless bag.
Box of holding.
Bag of holding.
It's a box of holding.
Oh.
So it shrinks from 1 inch to a square foot.
That's pretty cool.
So it's like a protected bag holder.
But it's like this size.
And that one I can do for 300 pieces.
Oh, when you throw it.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's just very easy to lose.
What happens if we put that in our bag of holding?
I would not recommend
Oh.
I feel like
I
you've
wouldn't
done
have thought
enough
about that.
tampering with
So
physics.
perhaps if
later.
we purchased
I would have just put it in
the
there,
glass, the
though.
spyglass,
I just want to do it.
the
I wouldn't
Yeah.
have even thought about
I
it.
think we
Like,
could all
just-
get them, knock them down on the Reaver goblins.
The fine ones are like.
You can certainly
Wait.
try.
Wait, those are attunement though.
They are,
They
but
are.
they're pretty potent. They increase your survivability considerably. The fire gloves basically you can catch a mode of fire, and you can also expend the charges to deal additional fire damage on an armed attack. It does a little burst damage. Catch the fire, burst the damage. Catch the fire, burst the
Can
damage.
I catch fire and then control flames?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, I think they're technically magical fire, so control
Oh,
flames doesn't work on that.
Okay.
You got anything for a little?
Do you have any instruments on you?
There's an
I do.
Like
Not.
visible?
Well, I don't think she's carrying much of anything right now. Probably in the bag of holding, though.
Okay.
She's got her. She probably has some drums and like a viol. She definitely has a viol with her. She just doesn't have it out.
Have an ocarina that lets you control the wind.
I'm listening.
Once per day, you can spend 10 minutes to cast the control weather spell. Casting spell, you can only affect the wind. Use a bonus action to play the instrument each round or lose concentration on the spell. 3,000 gold. I can get you the details of that spell if you need it.
I can look it up on G&D Beyond.
D&D.
Hello.
Well, I would like to purchase items I alone cannot afford any. Unfortunately.
That is unfortunate for you.
Yeah,
Perhaps we can.
I was just going to sidle up to Midgar while this conversation was happening.
Go for it. That's probably going to be much more interesting.
Midgar, I thought you said that they had the money.
I thought they did, but I'm sure they were in debt whenever they got all the money from those days. Also, they hoard a bunch of magic items, so you could maybe barter.
It would be a good time to get rid of these blood robes.
And a wand of fireballs.
I have.
Because the wand of
Actually,
fireballs requires attunement. And
I propose a barter.
listen.
All right, I'm listening.
I'm going to pull out my cowl of shadows.
Oh, look, the hoarding.
Oh, look, it's coming back.
I will say
Nice
this
little
item allows you to, at will, assume the disguise of any creature that you can see, or any humanoid you can see.
And what is it you're interested in?
I'm interested in those gauntlets.
The Reaver Goblins?
Indeed.
I could knock 1,500 off the price for you down to 4,500.
I'll slowly hand you the wand of fireballs.
Is it broken?
No, it's
No.
functioning all fireball. They just don't use it. I thought it was cool.
It is cool, but like the only person who's ever had the room to attune to it ever has been me. And come on.
Choosing to have the room.
May I?
Yeah.
It has charges.
It,
It is full on.
it's actually a very particularly crafted because it was taken off of the steward of the Sulfuran Council, Yagnu. So it's actually a very prized.
Is he going to be looking for it?
He's dead.
No, he's
Oh,
We killed him.
Actually.
Then I'll buy it.
They assassinated him in the
And
name
we
of
can-
accidentally in the name of Morgan, therefore fulfilling one of the rites of ascension.
Sure did that.
Oh, great. Oh.
We sure
So
did
just,
that.
just so I
That's some
understand the
emotional.
mechanics, the Reaver
even think
gauntlets you
Matthew
punch
gave
somebody
us
can
that.
take.
And you use your
Nope.
reaction to
We did
gain
that on
10
our
hit
own.
points
You
equal
certainly
half the
did.
damage dealt. So like your
Yeah.
sneak attack
So,
strikes,
right.
it's
Yeah.
a lot. It could really help you survive. It is an
Right.
attunement slot.
And it's
Right.
also
And-
temp HP, so it won't
Yeah.
stack just
Right.
the highest one you can get.
The gloves are not an attunement
That's what I was
slot.
gonna say. And so
No.
I just have to get hit with fire and I have to make a reaction.
Yep.
It's
Actually,
it's the monk catch arrow thing. You reduce the damage.
okay.
Mhm.
Actually,
Just with
I'm
flames.
gonna switch gears. I prefer the
Yeah,
gloves.
those would probably be better for you
Alrighty.
anyways.
1,500 plus the 2 items.
I think that seems reasonable. And I'm gonna hand you the stuff.
I'll crush the sapphire, and in my hands appears a pair of black leather gloves coated in kind of a glowing oil.
Hey, were you gonna ask if it's cursed first?
None of my items are cursed, guaranteed, or your money back. If you're
I mean, we haven't met much yet. That would be
Yeah.
discussed.
Platinum.
Is it
Maybe
the
if it
gloves?
was leather. But
Don't worry about it.
we were like, which one will they definitely buy?
So Philippus, can you throw fire at me really quickly?
I
please?
certainly can. I believe I might have a spell slot left to kill.
Disintegrate.
Disintegrate.
This is what you get.
Yeah, I'll just throw a level 3 fireball
I
at
mean,
you.
if you want to wait an
What
hour,
the
we could have used that
What the?
Roll
He's
8d6.
good for.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
You,
in a ship.
you level
Oh,
3
that's a decent.
Firebolt?
Fireball.
Fireball.
Fireball. Just a casual fireball.
They do
Yeah.
this all the time.
But
Yeah,
I'm
this is
here.
fine, don't
Can
worry
I,
about it.
21.
I take
20.
very
You
quick
succeeded,
steps
you
You
backwards.
succeed and take no damage.
Right, but like,
You
can I still
just-
catch
You can
it?
choose. You
The
can
choose.
moment he was
Okay.
handed the gloves, I started backing away.
I see this, and I do the same.
This just happens. Wow, that's a lot of damage.
So you're going to reduce it by a d10 plus your dex plus your level.
Okay. Hey, can I borrow D10?
You certainly can. One
Thanks.
of these bad boys.
Get the white one.
Wait, how come you don't have a D10 if you're a monk?
34.
6 D10 plus my dex plus half my level. Dex modifier, is that what you said? Okay, so 6.
Plus your level.
Oh, plus my level. Okay, so 11. So 17.
Plus your dex modifier.
17 plus 4. So 21. 36 damage?
34 damage.
34 damage?
But you did.
But you didn't.
But I'm a monk,
So,
I can take half
yeah.
damage, so I'm going to
So
be
you
like,
take 0 damage and you fill all 6 charges.
So,
Your hands are on fire, sir.
I
indeed.
guess they were. Very nice.
Thank you.
Holds up to 6 charges, and you can choose to expend all those charges to deal an additional point of fire damage per charge.
Point per charge. Okay. Can I, like, hold them over, like, a fireplace?
Yeah, like they create little motes of fire too. and
Oh, this is so sweet!
I don't know that you can charge them with fire from a fireplace.
stuff. Correct. You have to take damage.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I can just keep throwing a
Just
fireball
jump,
at you.
jump into magma.
Before it's the scene from the Terminator. There's a little mote from the thumb as it goes under. I'm
How much
satisfied.
is that ocarina?
3,000.
Hmm.
So, Velius, are you buying anything?
Yeah, I really like that puzzle box thing.
The puzzle box?
Mm.
Oh, damn.
Well, you gonna get that one?
that's
You can take the
sad.
puzzle box.
That's
I'm
okay.
fine with that.
Maybe we'll come across another
I
one
don't
the
have a
next
lot
time.
of money. I mean, I probably shouldn't buy anything.
We probably I liked the almost passive aggressive. We'll probably come across another one. The wand. We'll probably come across another one. I love it.
Okay, so here's my question.
Yes.
What would you give us for these blood ropes?
I have to be honest, blood ropes doesn't sound super valuable to me. Can you elaborate?
I mean, they were worn by a vampire,
Are they magical?
like a real powerful vampire. Oh yeah, they
Or
like
are they
do
just-
necromantic shit,
Oh.
right?
They're not magical. They're just very nice.
Oh, I thought they were magical.
Nope. She could wield them in magic. They were worn by the Baroness, I forgot her name, but she was married to, she was betrothed / wife to the Baron
Anders.
Kevin Anders of Fort Mountain Hall.
I have to be honest, I mostly deal in the arcane, and those are just ropes.
Hey, what about that
That's
rapier
bloody.
of Womdoom? You still need that? You could sell that.
Oh no, you can have that. I still have the rapier fireball or not fire.
You could sell the rapier of Womdoom.
A flame tongue rapier is the one I'm looking for, but I'm gonna keep that one because it was given to me as a gift.
I love it.
So if you could package the
I do have a
Ocarina
headband of
chronoscope
intellect you can
and
throw
the
in
puzzle
there
box.
that I don't use much anymore.
You don't need that anymore.
No.
And I
If you
have
like
mine
those, I'll throw
still,
in the puzzle
which
box.
I will never get rid of because it was
Oh, you'll
given
throw in the
my
puzzle
mom
box.
made it
yeah.
for me. So
You
I'll
can
So
definitely
always.
remove
the
this one, it's
ocarina
just a
and the
whatever.
what was the other?
Well, I mean,
The
you could sell that
chronoscope.
for something then.
You could.
I'm really tempted to take the spyglass too.
55.
So this
I was
is
gonna say
4,000.
50. No, I was gonna say 58
For all
episodes,
time.
and they're finally selling items.
Hey, I've
can
sold
sell
items
items?
before. There is video evidence of Gilly selling items.
I deleted those episodes.
Great.
This was through an editing process.
I gave mine away to people. I gave a man a dagger.
Yeah, you didn't sell
I
them.
gave
When you
another
give a man a
scimitar.
dagger.
Gave away the scimitar. I gave away my horn of alarm.
You
Anyway.
didn't sell them. That's what I'm saying.
I gave them away. Okay. Let's see. So, do we think we could use this spyglass? Do we want to overpower and carry a spyglass?
I think that it would be very useful.
Okay, throw the
Oh.
spyglass in that mix of 4 items too.
Alright.
So the chronoscope, the ocarina, the puzzle box, and the spyglass.
Quick
45.50.
question. Meta question. Is Gilly going to be keeping those robe of stars, or are they going back to Morgan?
They're yours.
Okay.
She's got other things.
We have this ivory cloak of protection that is a little redundant compared to my new robe.
4,000 then.
If anybody's got, if nobody else has a
go
use
for
for the cloak of
The
protection.
market for cloaks of protection is
We can always-
shockingly good on the material plan.
This one actually has an added benefit of protecting you against demons. Right?
Ooh.
That's the ivory part.
Oh,
Nice. Pretty
I
hot.
didn't know that.
She's like, I'm not
You
I'm not
know,
selling it.
It's mine
We'll
now.
hold on to that.
I mean, I have a headband of intellect you can throw into that mix too.
Nice.
I was looking in the party pool, not in the actual thing here.
Nice.
Hold on.
With the headband, 3,000.
So that puts you down to 1,800.
Oh
of
yeah,
that
fiends have
3,000?
disadvantage. That's nice.
Nice.
That's very
No,
good.
2,000.
We're gonna
not
need
3,000.
that.
Yeah.
I think she can afford it.
Sorry, what?
So that puts you, so for the 3 things I'm buying, plus your ocarina,
Mm-hmm.
that you take the cloak out of that, if my head's doing math right, that puts you at 1,800 gold instead of the 3,000 gold for the ocarina.
Sweet.
Controlling wind could be probably helpful.
I love it.
I mean,
So once in a
how
while,
many
come out
times
to
have we
do-
been in the elements of like a storm that have
Indeed.
been really bad?
Indeed.
Been a
Go
lot.
for it again.
Never again.
No, because I'll
Just
have
like
an
we'll never get hit by
ocarina.
fire again.
Well, it's only a matter of time until I get the gem that lets me control
Also-
air.
An ocarina of time? Sorry, never mind.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Also got to go ahead and
We have
move the
elements.
first
That's
of her kind clock to this last sliver for the events of this episode.
Yeah,
Cool.
perfect.
I don't know.
so,
What is your
The staff I'll eventually be able to control air.
Oh, nice.
Water, air, fire, and earth.
Nice.
I mean,
Can we play Captain?
you certainly can try.
Captain.
Wouldn't be the first time I've been
she's a
called
hero.
captain.
you're a tree. You're a tree. You're a tree.
Say goodbye.
Alright,
Goodbye.
are you buying the thing?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Because I'm combining it with my items, so if you don't buy it, then I have to recalculate what my items are worth. So that's
Oh
why I'm
boy.
waiting on you.
Oh boy.
Could you knock any more off since he bought the big expensive thing and we gave you a fancy wand?
I've seen many fancy wands, and I actually have many fancy ones to sell.
I want to make a persuasion test.
Oh,
No.
Yeah.
Persuasion.
Please and thank you.
how much are we talking?
What, another 400 gold?
One for each of us.
No.
Oh, 400
Like
gold.
if we could take 400 gold off of her price at the end of the day. Put it on a 1400.
I still just wish I could understand.
Oh, for
how
just the ocarina?
Yeah, for the
And the
ocarina, and then
worst.
I'll buy the other 3 items.
You'll buy the
So
other-
the 3,000. I'll
So
still
we're
give
at-
you 1,200.
We're
She
at 45 down to 3,000 with his headband.
Mm-hmm.
And then you...
I'm asking for another 400. Would that be enough, Gilly?
So it would put us at.
It would put you at 1,400 gold.
That's better. Y'all.
I heard batter. I got one.
Midgar Lang will speak up. We are, unfortunately, do have to keep a profit.
Midguy.
Remember when
Him
we
and
saved
Pollock.
your life?
Just hanging out.
The sheet's not loading.
Do it. Do it.
Do it. Do it.
That's what
Do
Frost
it.
says.
Do it.
Give me the
Do
pure
it
pressure.
must be done.
These are special items you'll never get anywhere else.
Do it. Do it. You can find them on Goblin Society Games.
That's right. That's right.
When it gets published.
Actually.
On their Twitter feed, they go ahead.
Yeah, so you can find these weapons we're going to be posting, I think, tonight on our website.
Ooh.
GobblinsSocietyGames.com, where there's also beautiful art. You can see it there too.
Nice.
And then also Twitter. We're going to get back into the swing of things and releasing it there as well. But our website has all the ones that we posted in the past, as well as any to come in the future, as well as like modules like the Kobold Grinder, which is real fun.
Cobalt grinder.
Yeah, it's real good hoot. All that stuff. GobblinsSocietyGames.com.
Woo.
So, what's it gonna be?
Can you give me just a very quick? What are the items that we haven't addressed yet?
There's a cartographer's assistant, makes a map for you of your immediate area.
Fun.
There's a portable scribe, make a perfect copy of some piece of paper or translate it into a different language.
Okay.
Photocopy.
Necromancer's bobble, throw it on the ground, summon a skeletal minotaur to serve you.
Gilly's passing right over that.
Shard of light, throw beads of light that stick into things. And
Quick question mechanically about the Shard of Light. Does that type of light repel creatures the same way that like Astra's did?
No.
No.
It's just light.
It's just light.
It's just light. It's not like true sunlight or anything.
And then there's a handful of weapon bond rings. They're simply the ability to conjure an ethereal weapon in your hand of a specific type.
Basically like the Hexblade Warlock. You can bond a weapon. Except you can have a bunch of rings.
Aw, thank you, Frost.
Thanks.
The only other item I think would interest them are the twinning rings.
Twinning
Rings.
rings.
Twinning
Oh,
rings.
yes.
That's great.
These are special ones that will.
Currently, the two of us are wearing also as well.
I suppose.
You
offer.
don't have to unequip them.
No. We have extras. It's fine.
Okay.
But we also have some on.
Basically, two people wear these rings, and attuned to them, they are always within touch distance of each other, as long as they're on the same plane of existence.
How
That.
much are those?
Wait for it.
4,000.
Okay, but with the discounts then?
No.
Is that our free item? 5.
Of equal or less than
With the minus how much? How does that come to?
I feel like you're minusing a lot of things that aren't being minused. All we're minusing is the headband of intellect, which is I'm buying for 1,500. Which, if you want,
And that wand of
you want to just sell
fireballs,
me
though.
that.
Yeah, I was.
That was already factored in.
That was already
Okay.
factored into his thing.
Wow.
So it's 2,500.
So we were at 4,000.
But I was holding it. Thank you.
I stole it from you. You didn't even see. I didn't even roll. The DM
Oh,
couldn't
boy.
stop me.
Yikes.
Hey, we do have, and I'll hand you the Thune pistol that none of us have used, and we forgot that we had.
Oh, I'll take that.
No, for
I just show the other one. If you don't want it.
only if it will.
Time to make a decision, folks.
Yeah.
Find it.
I like those rings.
2,500 then.
Those are good rings.
You said 2,500?
2,500 if you're trading in the headband.
I am.
I will spot you the money if it speeds up your decision.
We'll do it.
I'll
I'm
help you
broke
out.
again.
Woo! I'm broke again! And I think there's a bunch of like mundane items from that hoard that we haven't factored into the party pool yet, so we're not
Correct,
really broke.
but
So,
yeah.
So we'll deal with those later.
All right.
Because
We're-
I want to
we'll
go
be
kill.
fine.
Hey, you
the
want
first
some
one.
rotten Behir parts?
Sure, good.
Are we
And a
selling a
whole,
rapier of
wasn't there
wounded?
like a whole person in
Yeah,
the
we
bag
can
at
do
one
that.
point?
How about a rapier of wounded?
Yeah, a
What do you give
vampire
us for that?
sorceress.
I remember there was like a whole person.
800?
I think there
Okay.
Oh,
was.
Justice, you
So
were your
now
body
we're
was in
at-
there.
Yeah, I was in there with my corpse.
What does that bring us to? 1,700? Then?
I feel like I've been doing this in just single.
What was the other thing that you're buying? You're trying to buy.
We're selling the
Selling.
rapier of wounding.
Right.
Okay.
As well
I'm
as
buying the
headband.
rings of the twinning
Okay,
rings.
Oh.
then
So
Not the
2,500 down to 1,700.
right, that's what I was saying. Perfect.
Good.
I'll do that.
Nice. Who are you going to be able to reach out and touch?
Glitch.
I'm just gonna.
Hello?
Now these ones are
Hello?
attunement.
Yeah, these ones do require attunement.
So does the
By both
chronograph,
parties.
the spyglass, or the puzzle box require attunement at all?
No.
Okay, perfect.
I'm excited.
I
Can you
have
open
given
that
up my
puzzle
money.
box?
Hmm?
Can you open up that puzzle box?
Throwing down the gauntlet.
I will teach you how to open it before you buy it.
Condescending,
Alright.
because he's a wizard.
Correct.
Of course he is.
Now pay attention.
Well, shall I do it?
Making
Yeah. I have 2 PhDs in wizardry.
So far it was
No,
just the
it's
fire
a wizard
weavers
college.
and the rings. Do you also want the others?
Yeah, I bought the other 3 and then I
Okay.
took it off my thing already.
Gotcha.
So what did we get for free?
Not
well,
shit.
I give her the puzzle box for free. because She
Perfect.
bought the other 2.
Perfect.
Got you so good on that wand of fireball.
God.
I think
If I
that's-
didn't have a staff that did fireballs, the wand would be a lot cooler.
Yeah.
If I didn't have magic that did fire.
Yes, and yet
Good
I always hear
lord.
that it's spell slots.
I
I'm
could have
not-
implanted
this
it
is
into
the
my
first
body and then used it.
You could have certainly.
I choose not to attune to it for character reasons. That's all I'm saying.
I'm excited.
Wow.
I can't wait to get
Nothing
hit by more
morals
fire.
in this game.
Everyone happy with their purchases? No
Thank
refunds?
I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Looks like a wonderful transaction.
And you know what?
Wonderful transaction indeed.
I'm gonna throw in the ooze bullet just because I've had a hard time selling it. So here you go.
Thank you.
Be careful with it.
Did you
Give away the
Did
gun?
you give away the gun?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
I still have the
perfect.
gun.
You slot that in
Upset.
and you save that for
I'm gonna
a
throw
good
it up in
time.
the air and shoot somebody with
It's
it.
a laser rifle. It doesn't take bullets.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do like
We're
the
gonna
in
have
the
to find a real gun.
fluffer
guys.
nutter. I'm gonna do a fluffer nutter with it. Just throw it and shoot it.
Alright.
So you all get to sleep. Those of you that do sleep, your sleep is uninterrupted. You rest peacefully, as it were. When the morning next comes, you all kind of gather to understand your mission. Medgar Lang gathers you all and says, alrighty, so I will be, chaperoning you misfits to the pocket dimension that this creature has carved out for itself in the material plane. As I understand it, somewhere on the southeastern side of Gish, in the capital city, is where this creature is currently residing. But, best we can tell, it's a voidling, the kind you've encountered before, and it's got a few improvements, as the seers tell us. More access to magic, it's more dexterous, that kind of thing.
If you were to rate its danger on a scale of 1 to 20,
26.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's bad.
Yeah, it's rough. But nothing you haven't overcome before, right?
I don't think that we've literally
Yeah,
overcome
I'm
something
pretty
like this
sure we
before,
haven't.
but I understand the sentiment.
Understood. So, we're not going to take the ship there because that would be bad. When I can plane shift us close to it and we can make an incursion. As I understand it, the city of Gish has recently come under new management, so we should give the devils and the mages of that arcane mezzanine a wide berth. shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would probably
Absolutely.
be good.
All right.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready to plane shift, and I'll take us in.
I don't need my transport via plants, right, guys?
I do not believe so.
Perfect.
Probably not.
We're going to the plant domain. Plant dimension.
Transport via plants in the past.
Oh God.
I'm so excited for it.
Wouldn't that be weird?
It's a sapling.
Would that ever be a thing you'd allow to happen if we had bought
I mean,
that
that-
item?
Not how the spell
did.
works.
I know, but still.
She got
I
it.
totally bought
Oh, you
it.
She
did?
totally
Yeah.
bought
Yeah,
it.
so I have a
I wasn't sure which-
chronograph,
okay.
I have a puzzle box, and
Are
I
they
have a
all? Did you
spyglass.
put them
Oh,
all on
God.
D&D Beyond?
No.
No, I haven't, but I will in the break. Get
Beyond.
everybody the details.
Sweet.
Thank you.
No, the twinning rings should be on D&D Beyond because I put.
But they're
Yeah.
my custom thing. I don't know if they're.
D&D Beyond.
No,
I don't think-
I
yeah,
access.
Public.
We'll
Yeah,
figure it
they're
out.
public.
We'll figure it out.
Well,
I put it on there also as well, so there's it should we'll get it.
Really hot stuff.
For the time being, though, since I can't give this ring to Glitch or anything right now, I think I'm going to. And they don't require attunement, or they do?
They do.
They do. I have no magic items.
Glitch isn't here.
Oh, that's right.
Damn, I thought that they didn't. I thought you said like a lot of these things didn't require
A
attunement.
lot of them don't.
You
Shit.
picked the one that did.
The only one that did?
One of
And
five.
someone
That's a
directly
really
said it
good
to you
one.
when, before your purchase.
I-
You said, I know.
Didn't realize it.
All right, then.
Wisdom of 4.
Correct. Wisdom of 4.
In real life.
Why isn't this
Reason
working?
working?
Yo,
Come on.
Why can't I attune to all of these items?
This one gives you a 4th attunement. It's a magic item that you have to attune to that gives you a 4th attunement slot. But it uses up the attunement slot to get it.
A lot of things happen.
Can you make
The
that?
system works.
Can you make a ring of attunement?
Gives you an additional physical slot. Requires attunement. Yes. I've seen many of them.
wow. I need it.
But then you get a magic item that does X amount of damage for every item that you're attuned to. So
Yeah.
you just like you feign us it.
Just
Ah!
you have like 10
10, yeah.
rings on each finger.
Correct.
This is a problem.
Let's talk about it during break.
Yeah,
We can
we
figure it
will.
out.
Shit.
Oh, there's no.
No, we're just going.
Just going.
So we're going to a pocket dimension without any earth or plants.
So as you understand it, it's going to be basically like you're in Gish, but it's slightly out of the time stream.
So there will be plants.
There will be
Yeah,
plants.
it'll be Gish, but not Gish.
Okay.
It's like that movie. There will be plants.
And gotcha. Okay.
I wonder if there will be lint in the pocket dimension. I often find loose change in my pocket dimensions.
I am positive that you do.
Electrum pieces. What do people even use those for?
You can ignore me. I've got one more spell to choose for
Journey?
my meditation.
Anything
so.
y'all wish to do before phasing it into the material plane?
I'll get an
That's amazing.
inspiring speech or song that lasts 10 minutes.
Do it.
Well, I'm waiting.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor.
I'm ready.
Everyone who hears me gets 17 temporary hit points.
God, it's so good. Almost as good as punching something and getting half of it.
It's almost like I invested an entire feat into that ability.
It's hot. It's a hot ability.
It's a very good feat.
Mm-hmm.
So
Very
I'm
good.
going to ask a question just because I don't remember the answer to it.
That's usually good to ask.
Do I have inspiration because it was bardic inspiration or DM inspiration?
It was DM.
I think
It
it
was DM.
Yeah, you've had DM for a while.
Have I?
I think so.
Whoops.
Okay.
I thought so.
Cool. Thank you.
You
I just-
used your DM inspiration last session.
Did you?
I have other inspiration. I don't know from what. So
Would then
Bardic inspiration lasts 10 minutes.
that's
Yeah.
why I'm asking.
Yep. Because
So
I know
is
you
it-
spent your
I
DM
don't know
inspiration
who.
last
I
session.
didn't remember who I got it from because you almost never inspire me. So
The
Because you usually do things that require
Okay.
saving throws.
That's true.
but
Whereas Justice inflicts 4 attacks each round.
it wasn't accusatory. It was just a poorly worded sentence.
You never inspire me. That's what my dad does.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
If you are enjoying tonight's stream, folk, which there's no reason you should be, please be sure to follow, subscribe,
Yeah.
support us so we can continue doing this.
That's
I
right.
don't know why you'd want to do that, but some people like pain.
Alrighty, here we are. I have things. I'm good.
Half-orc portrait. That's not
He's
me.
talking about Luke Greg.
Yeah.
What?
He said that, and Chase chose the same half-orc.
Chase is the Warforged. Jane / Mookrag is the half-orc.
There you go.
He's talking about the Levi is talking about the
I think
D&D Beyond over.
because Levi had heard how just incredibly handsome that Chase was, and he automatically assumed it was James.
Aww.
That checks out.
Yes, it does.
Good. Really landed that compliment.
That was real weird.
I was trying to be nice to our guest.
It sounded like you were
Yeah.
trying to be nice to yourself.
Well, they have. It's a double one because they've heard how attractive I am.
You know what? I
See?
took it in the spirit it was given. So
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's dissect every compliment.
We don't do those here.
Yeah. How is this backhanded? Where is the backhand?
Alrighty, so we pocket dimension, yes.
Apparently, yep. Midgar Lane claps his hands together and he says, "That's not how that spell works." Puts his hand out. Everyone get in a circle. Hands are up.
Do we hold?
Yes.
Okay.
You
We're all
played
together.
shifted before.
Eh.
By the power
Think
of
of a
Lane.
wonderful thought.
No.
Any happy little thought.
I'm trying to focus here. All right.
I cast plane shift.
not-
Just so
By the power vested in me by the path of Lane,
This is not
through
necessary
the
for
conduit
spell.
of the dark
We're not
void,
married.
No, Craig, I'm starting to rethink my
through the heat
choices.
depth of the universe and the unending hunger.
That's
And when you open your eyes,
By the way.
you realize you've been standing in the
Mine is-
material plane for
Oh,
a good
Gilly's.
while.
I was gonna say yours is nice.
Gilly's
Oh, it's
fine.
good to be back out of the void.
So you arrive in the material plane, not the pocket dimension, because he doesn't have a tuning fork to the pocket dimension. He's like, so, next part is to find where the entrance is. With that, we're gonna go to break.
Alright.
I'm gonna stuff my coat.
Wait, so we're in
with
like
my-
regular Gish now?
Yeah, we sure
Oh,
as fuck
no.
are.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Alrighty,
What
folks.
are we
Thank you
doing?
for everyone who's being in chat. It's great to see Levi, Taryn, Frost, Corey,
Thank you,
everyone.
Frost.
Happy
Thank
Capture,
you
it's
so
great
much.
to have you here.
It's so good to be here.
Very
It's so
nice
good
to have you here.
This is so happy.
We will. Hello and welcome. We are back. We just had some delicious bread pudding, which I understand was very good. We're going to take the next half hour to talk about the bread pudding.
It's listen, worth it.
It's delightful.
Real good.
Liz used eggnog instead of cream in it.
Homemade eggnog.
Homemade eggnog, yeah.
Tell us your
It was
inspiration.
so good.
That's my inspiration.
She's never inspired.
Liz,
We
that
covered
was
that already.
It wasn't me. Listen, it wasn't me.
Clearly not.
Sank it, baby.
Would have been a lot more booze in it if it's inspired by you.
True, I am a booze hag.
We are picking back up with them having just transported to the city of Gish, hunting for the entrance to a pocket dimension where the apex void creature is laying in wait, growing ever stronger.
God,
Yes.
so
You all have just completed a... Yeah, it's not terrific. You get ready for a classic Ghost in the Machine fight.
We're gonna
You mean
die.
death?
Correct.
Correct. Death and suffering.
Yep.
Yep,
Click
it's all.
cast, power and kill.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
feel it in the air.
Everything will have it. It's fine.
Where is the music for this?
Oh, not yet. So they are.
Yeah.
You appear in the prime material plane somewhere in the southeastern part of Gish.
I
Now,
want.
for those,
I
who
want
haven't,
to just-
for those who haven't been to Gish,
Is it Gish?
Do you want
the
to throw up the
continent?
map? You haven't thrown the map up in like a while. I know I'm in
Yeah.
the process of revising it yet again.
The country map?
Street view.
but yeah.
Sure, it doesn't have a street view. We can do that. Well, because
We
I
don't have a
accidentally
street view.
deleted it on Roll20, so it took
That's
me
right.
forever to get it back up.
That's true.
So, in the country of Gishari, the capital city of Gish, so to describe it, you can picture late Victorian, but instead of, more, there is some kind of articulated technology and perhaps some cogs and things like that, but there's also quite a bit of magic. So this is a rather developed city by D&D standards. Pointed roofs and cobblestone streets, relatively organized. Lots of brownstones and gold and deep reds. That's kind of the coloring of the city.
It's gonna be a lot more deep reds coming soon.
Oof.
Matthew, could I have cast a ritual? No, I'm sorry. We just teleported.
You can
I thought
cast
we
a
were- I
ritual
thought we were in
before you
space.
teleport. What's the ritual that you're trying to cast?
Would anybody like some telepathic bond?
Yes! I'm in!
Anybody not want to be a part of the telepathic ritual? Lasts for an hour.
I have to let you in because of my ring of mind shielding, but then yes.
Okay, then I shall cast it. For the next hour, the 6 of us are telepathically connected.
You hear a lot of humming.
Okay.
Lots of singing.
And spell.
Drop concentration.
You've done this.
You made a choice.
You
You
just hear
chose.
thousands.
It's not concentration.
No, it's
This
It
is
not.
on
lasts
me,
for
I'm
an
sorry.
hour. I have cast this spell as Jared. It's great.
Thousands of whispers in the dark. Is this what you're saying?
Yeah, it's not good.
Sovelius.
Yeah,
Sovelius.
I-
Is this working? Is this thing on? Hello?
You're
probably get that
You're
at the beginning.
transmitting to everyone.
Does the thing we're looking for have a name?
Spiny.
You named it Spiny?
Yeah.
That's
I
kind
mean,
of
it was
cute.
I
fine.
guess that might work.
Wait,
I
is
don't-
this something that? Okay, forgive me for asking too many questions. Is this something that you Is this a pet of yours?
No, it's more like a
His child.
daughter. But
So you would be
So
the
just
one to
like-
bestow a proper name,
yep,
and it was Spiny.
yep.
Alright.
Hang on.
That's
So
fine.
I
a
know Sasha the
so
first.
a space
Mhm.
lich basically force impregnated you is what I'm hearing.
Wasn't by force. It was consensual.
God.
No. Sorry. I mean somewhat like a different space emperor.
Oh, the Force.
The Whispering Father is Palpatine in the end.
Mhm.
On that note,
Well, you've solved the
What
plot.
There it is.
I'm coming to terms with the fact that this is the father of this boy.
If it
Right.
comes up later and we need to find it, my lantern will illuminate the tracks of any creature if you speak its true name.
That's real cool.
So if
This
we
is a
come
good
down
thing
to
know
hunting
that
it
it's
physically.
Spiny.
Spiny, Anastasia. Does it have like middle names?
I don't know.
No?
I don't think it needs a middle name.
Don't you get to decide that?
It's like
I
Cher.
probably.
But we are all killing it, right?
Oh,
This
okay.
isn't going to have any sort of like. You
This
won't have any sort
episode,
of
yes,
effects.
we're murdering it.
If we ever get to it. We could just stand around for the next hour.
Get
Real
descended
good
on by
at-
Your
Warforged
story.
again.
I'm just here to run the NPCs.
So,
Those
Mrs.
clocks will
Dungeon
just keep
Master,
ticking. It's fine.
We should probably not tarry
we-
in Gish.
Yeah,
and
Gish
if you
is
see any
not friendly to us.
devilish creatures or basically
No,
anyone, we
Tari's
should
in
avoid
Wild
them.
Mount. Anyway,
All right.
are we like in the city?
You are on the outskirts, in the southeastern part. So the southeastern part of Gish, there's all these consecutive hills with Heart Hill being at the very top, the concourse of destiny. The southeastern part is the kind of poorer area. It's more, there's some abandoned buildings, especially since the slaughtering and the revolution, the upheaval. So there's some abandoned buildings, there's some scorched earth.
So this isn't like a nice town.
It's a very nice city, just not in this part. And you see the kind of the burnt out buildings, the dilapidated structures, and the abandoned lots that dot the landscape. You are on what appears to be a kind of exterior wall on the very outskirts of Gish, and no one actually seems to be around.
Does it seem to be like a normal day, or is there like fire and brimstone?
It's a normal day in southeastern Gish.
Well, this is a lot less apocalyptic than I initially thought it would be.
I mean, it's concerning to say the least.
we could control the wind. Change that.
As you say that, there's this rusted sign that swings over an abandoned lot with overgrown grass, with an abandoned building in the distance.
I mean,
Well, I can detect magic if we
So
get close.
apocalyptic. I mean, there's not like active demons falling from the sky.
Different kind of
Listen.
apocalypse.
It's relative.
You see a
Comparatively-
Gorgas towering thousands of feet tall over
There
the
we
city.
go. That's what I was looking for.
Compared to the last time we were in Gish, anywhere in Gish, it's better. Blood is not falling from the sky.
The sun. Yeah.
I mean, just everyone's gone.
Just wait a few hours. The weather will change and then the blood rain will come. How are we going to find the creature?
I can summon some scouts, I suppose, if there's no better ideas.
It is of his flesh. Is there any way that we could use some kind of magics?
Oh, certainly, but
Scrying, anything like that.
not that I've prepared.
If only I had prepared scrying or locate creature. I'm an idiot.
I was
you
thinking
did
you were
it?
going to pull it out of a
So
hat.
I just assumed that Leng, because Leng was like, I'll take you to it. So I just assumed that
yeah.
Leng would have it.
You got us in
so
the
I mean, I
area.
got you pretty close.
you did, thank you.
What kind of area are we expecting it to be in? Like a pocket dimension, somebody's basement?
Yeah, it's standing just outside of the time stream, so it's mostly imperceptible to common creatures.
So it's basically here.
Like if he's standing right next to us.
Well, this is disgusting.
So I should cast Detect Magic.
That's a good start.
That's going to be a ritual, if you guys don't mind talking amongst yourselves.
Also, if you have a
10
device
minutes.
that allows you to appear through time, that could help.
Oh, hey! You just bought that.
We did.
As we like,
You know?
I just imagine I have like a thing of Elmer's pay because I'm doing it too. I'm just like, how are we gonna find this? We got the
This
what I was
is
thinking.
sponsored by the Consortium.
Yeah, exactly.
Gilly just is not going to put it together. That's all.
Listen, y'all. It's like
We didn't send our best.
We're doing the best we can.
Listen,
So you
listen.
cast Detect
The
Magic.
best
and
wouldn't
can now
have
perceive
created
auras.
this problem.
Anything
Fair.
Just saying. We're here because reasons.
anything concerning on a Detect Magic?
As you cast Detect Magic, there's low-level magic auras, but this would, I believe, Time Magic. What is Time Stop classified as? If I remember correctly, it says Transmutation.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hmm.
You just...
Transmutation. So Time Magic, usually falls under Transmutation.
I see. And while it's kind of out of time, is that our opportunity to kill it, or do we need to pull it out so we can stomp it?
Go ahead and roll Arcana.
I can
Shell.
try to assist with this.
Okay, you have advantage because Sylvius is helping you.
Alright, well that's 26 or... We'll go with 26.
932.
It's more, think of it more like a really complicated enchantment. It's not really protecting it beyond the fact that, like, it's in a slightly different time stream, so people can't perceive it.
Would we be able to hurt it from there, or would we need to dispel the magic?
You can hurt it in that thing.
We just have to find out how to get.
We just have to
into
get
the-
into it and find them.
It's using a very advanced form of hiding.
But I don't see anything that would qualify with just Detect Magic at the moment.
You don't see any major, like, little slips or any kind of dimensional openings where you're standing right now. You all haven't moved yet.
Alright, so do we split the party?
No,
I'm
we should
going...
just wander around in a pattern without from
Hey,
the point we're in.
would it help if I cast Detect Thoughts?
Well,
If
depends.
it's out of time, I don't know that...
Lang? Do you know the way time works? Would I be able to detect
I don't
its
know that
thoughts?
spell.
That's fine.
No, I'm not sure on that one either.
So
I'm just gonna cast
unfortunately, the chronoscope isn't actually going to help us because I can only adjust it 1 year at a time.
Yeah.
perhaps
Do this and then click, 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 and then wait. Oh, and then kind of click, 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 and then
But
okay.
it's 1 year increments. I can't do 48 hours.
That 48 hours is the amount of time it's taking to grow. It's not the time slip that it's standing in. You don't know what time slip it's standing in.
Oh,
you can just, like, start-
got it.
it's like that
Flipping
episode of
through into
Stargate
the
when they're looking through.
Oh,
Just focus
The
the,
mirror?
camera. Just
Yeah.
get in there and focus the camera.
Got
Focus
it.
the lens.
Got it.
Either
It's
that or
not a
I'm just gonna
dimensional
cast time,
space,
Detect Thoughts.
Time. So it's like
Gotcha.
Time space.
wibbly wobbly.
Or are they the
Okay.
same?
Timey-wimey.
I'm ready. Perhaps we should
Missing one.
search pattern delta.
Right.
Midgar pulls out his rifle. He's like, listen, you've seen me in combat. I'm mostly just gonna, but I'm keeping this out.
That's probably. a
It's
good
gonna be
idea.
able to cast spells, right?
Unfortunately.
Oh God!
Right.
Can't wait.
We're gonna need to be ready for that.
Yeah. We definitely will.
Right.
Well, hopefully we'll find it and have a moment to prepare a plan. We won't need to just...
Unless it can see us and it realizes we found it. And
Right.
He
We'll
really
just
hasn't seen the show.
No, he
Does
hasn't.
not see the show.
Correct. No.
Well,
So
in
it's
that
a
case.
it's a void. It is a advanced voidling. So think of the things that voidlings can do.
Would this be considered an aberration?
Yes,
This is fantastic.
sure is.
Of the four of them, not including Leng, which one looks like they need the most help?
In what way?
Yes.
Strictly physically speaking, I'll say. Okay,
Probably
hold
Justice or
hold
Kelly,
this.
yeah.
Actually, hang on. Which one looks like they could be potentially overcome mentally by a aberration type? Cool. I'm going to
Wisdom of 4.
Yep,
Wisdom
I'm going
of
to
4.
walk up to you and I'm going to say, if you do not mind, I just want going to touch your shoulder. I'm going to cast protection from good and evil. So you have protection against aberrations, celestials, elementals, blah 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 blah. The creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. You cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Oh, I know this one. I
Yep.
can cast it too. Thanks.
Oh, well, this is good to know.
But it's good because it's concentration. I usually can't do it while I'm casting other things.
Well, this is very good.
I'm gonna cast something else that's gonna be real helpful.
Well, that's
So thank you.
you're welcome.
Um,
If we could find this quickly though, because it does something that's.
are we casting
So
preparatory spells
we'll
now
assume that
then?
Go ahead and roll perception.
Yes.
We'll
I would
assume that
like
you'll cast
to-
it like right before.
I would like to cast it as soon as I possibly can prior to combat starting.
That's fine.
Just as an
It's
aside.
No.
And,
No, you're
and what? And the thing that I will cast at the moment
find
that
it
if we
11
have
minutes.
the moment, it will be Beacon of Hope.
We'll see if you have the moment.
That's what I said. Like I
Not-
declared
not
it.
looking too hot.
Can I give myself guidance?
You sure can.
I love this game.
Okay, well that's not great either. Okay, 15.
Oh, I would have inspired you beforehand. Sorry, because this is a thing that is important, and this is a moment for you to be definitely inspired. So
I will
I'll
gladly
say-
add inspiration. It's a D8 these days.
it's a D8.
Yeah.
I will sing to you. I'll sing
17.
my Selena.
Oh.
My woo!
17.
17. So that was a 5 plus an 8 plus 4.
You fail. The void creature learns something.
Mark an inspiration down.
You miss.
I do.
Yikes.
Yep.
Creature's gonna choose one on you.
Oh no.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, this is bad.
You don't get to know.
Oh, yeah.
Good to
Choose
go.
one on me. What does that mean?
They've chosen something to use.
So with the better D&D rolls.
They
It's
found
with-
they found you out versus you finding them out.
We're playing.
Oh,
monsters.
God.
This
It
is
was
real
eight.
bad.
It's
It's on
contested. Yep.
It's on me. Got it. That's what that means.
Essentially.
This is gonna be real bad.
I'm fine.
Did you
I mean,
see
for me, I can teleport out.
of this
Hey,
explains it.
Midgar, do you think this thing is going to be just immune to charm,
should I
or
get
like
it to-
definitely hard to charm?
I don't know
I
that
don't
it
know. I've
works.
never tried, but I don't
Are
think
most
they're immune.
voidlings immune?
I'll
I can't
Give
remember.
it a look.
I don't think so.
I just remember you saying the
Can
void
I-
can't be
One thing at a
reasoned
time,
with.
please.
Just remember you saying the void can't be reasoned with, or like
Yep.
bargained with, and all that. So,
Yep.
so that,
I do not remember that saying cannot be charmed with.
Ah,
Maybe that's the loophole. Maybe
There we
that's
go.
the ticket.
we'll see.
All the things it did also, cannot be punched. It doesn't say any of those things.
That's right.
What were you guys?
Did you have something?
I passed it off.
Can I
It doesn't
make
work.
a second try with the chronoscope?
Sure. Go to roll
Should
perception.
get a refill.
Oh, it's gonna learn so much about you.
Oh,
I'll
stares into
inspire
your
you,
soul.
Murkhag.
Oh, and I
Murkrag.
would have guidance to you.
Oh, and guidance and apparently I'm
It's just
inspired.
everyone is touching you.
I'm not.
Just as the counter stand, you just see these arms just.
No, I'm just
Alright.
singing to you, but telepathically.
Oh,
25?
It's better.
25. Okay.
It's much
No,
better.
see, right over there, the horrible adoration in hiding.
And this is the point where I reach over and I touch
It
Gilly.
doesn't
Reach
quite
out
work
and
that
touch.
way.
Oh God.
Um,
I'm walking around my hands.
You're just like.
Anything.
one second. I forgot
You're
to pull
looking
my
the
stuff.
other.
You see the blood rain that just happened.
That's actually a pretty good idea of what
Oh, yeah, you-
happens there.
Oh, you're about to see the. Well.
Okay.
So, You are attempting, I'm going to call this discern reality.
Oh, yeah.
You can ask once, this is a success. What happened here recently? What is about to happen? What should I be on the lookout for? What is useful or vulnerable to me? What here is not what it appears to be? And I think that's it.
I think that last one. What here isn't what it appears to be.
So you are looking around, and on the battlements of this kind of this wall that you are standing within the interior of, you see, I don't know what kind of structure it would be, but basically it is an illusion. It is not what it appears to be, and it is in fact an opening.
Detect magic plus your magic.
I'll point it out and I say, this is an illusion here.
I can dispel magic.
You can, and that I
It's
believe
an
this is
illusion.
actually a
We
spell.
could just walk through it because we know.
Oh, I wouldn't be so hasty. It could be a horrible trap on the other side.
We could just walk through it because we not.
No.
Have you ever
I
seen
mean,
this show?
we've tried that
I
before,
mean,
and it's turned out very poorly.
I mean, yeah.
So
I
that
don't see
is
why
that
not.
is what you see,
The coffee cup of doom.
and it kind of fades in and fades out, and you catch glimpses of it. But that is the image that's burned in your mind's eye. And that is its relative location.
I'm not walking up close enough to use the spyglass on that baby.
It's just an illusion. I don't think the spyglass would work on an illusion.
But it's just 1 foot to the other side of whatever it
But
is.
you have to be able to like
Oh.
So,
So
on the wall.
For the next 10 minutes.
Just on the sidewalk.
Showing.
On the wall.
So I'm gonna stand 45 feet from it. I've got 120 range on this thing, but I'm thinking 45 gives me
if
everything
you're
else.
going to dispel it, then I'll inspire you again.
Again, okay. I'm gonna try to dispel it.
You can do it, Selena. You've been
Go,
inspired.
Selena.
Well, I'll let you decide whether or not you're inspired, but
the salt.
That's dangerous.
I'm gonna go ahead and 5th level dispel magic.
Okay, so I have to roll for this
Oh!
because this creature is counterspelling you.
Oh, I know this spell face. This face.
can I
this
see the
space for spells?
counterspelling?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's a good
just
question,
thinking the
though.
same thing.
Can Murcrag see it though?
No, no, you haven't seen the creature yet.
We've just seen the illusion. I understand.
It counterspells
now.
it 15 on the die. So there's just
Use
this.
step one.
So you went to go cast a spell, and it just fizzles, and you've been counterspelled enough. You've seen counterspell enough times to know you were just counterspelled.
Shit.
And you hear this kind of.
I'm gonna do it again, 5th level.
Creature's gonna counterspell you again.
Certainly try.
Can I keep an eye out for where the counter spells? Oh, I'm guessing it's coming.
So after that first time, if you'd like to declare something, go and
Yeah.
roll a perception
I'm
check.
going to try to keep an eye out, yeah.
This is when I
Because
touch
your
Gilly.
detect magic's still up.
Yeah.
So you can
What?
see where this is
So the
coming.
problem is you can't see where the creature is because
Okay.
they're in a different time stream.
Oh, that's fine. Well, if I
You
see
could-
like it's
You
erupting
can-
from
I'll
the
say
thing.
this: you can try to like Mr. Well, not Mr. Miyagi. What is it like the blind fighting scene? You can
Oh.
try to Buffy this shit.
Okay. The perception check was only a 10, so.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Can I,
Nope.
between detect magic and the chronoscope, as she's doing this, learn anything? See exactly where the creature is?
Go ahead and roll perception.
Yeah, all right.
It's gonna
Wait.
hurt so much.
Could I look through that, see it, and counterspell it?
You
When
have
it
to
counterspells.
spot the creature.
Chromatic Chimera, thanks for the raid.
Oh, thank you, Chromatic Chimera.
Aw.
We're having quite the time here.
We're trying
We're
to
trying to
find.
find-
We're
Yeah.
trying.
We're on a
Trying
quest to
real
find
hard.
Sibelius' daughter.
That's right.
Well,
All right, so another perception.
Birthed
Yep.
her from his own body.
that's not great.
That's not great either. 15.
No, that's
Because that's 1, 2, 3. Okay. You don't see him.
The creature is elusive. If
Have we just tried? And I'm just gonna start walking towards
Hey.
the illusion.
I
just
what if
pull
we
out
both dispel it at the same time? Can he counterspell us both at once?
No.
Well,
twinning power kill.
Not
you
that I
hope
know.
not.
you
There
want
it
to
is.
try?
There it is.
Certainly try.
All right.
I'm just walking that direction. I'm gonna pull out the staff, but also the gun.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna cast mine at 5th level.
I'm gonna go third because I don't want to burn through the late ones too much yet. But
Yep. Believe me, I know. But we have to find it.
Alright.
Alright, so simultaneous casting here, like water.
Earthbending style.
3, 2.
Fifth level?
Mine's a 5th level. His is a 3rd.
Quite got there. No.
Third time's a charm.
So both of yours, you feel this counteractive magic and you just kind of push through it. Yours goes off as well. You are both going to have to roll still to see if you effectively dispel the magic.
Oh,
You
man.
still have that inspiration.
This is an Arcana.
Yes. No, this is just pure intelligence for you, wisdom for Selena. You're not abjuration, so you don't add anything to it.
It's the coming of the age of Aquarius.
Oh, very nice.
Good.
I will have a 22.
No, yeah.
So you send out so how I describe dispel magic, it's kind of like an invisible whip that you kind of send out because you don't have to see the thing, so it's going to be you just kind of throw it out there. Yours goes wide, and you hear like a
Void cat. It's a wrong cat.
Your own cat, yeah. Correct.
Schrodinger's cat didn't exist until he cast his
That's right. That's right.
Selina's tried and true, having dispelled many effects in her time.
Correct.
It just goes and hits this area, and that
Beacon of Hope on everyone.
okay. That thing does appear. So
Actually,
Yes.
I have
Another
stated that I have moved a bit closer to. Just
portal
for
will
what?
appear.
Well,
Oh, no.
What happens?
I don't like.
And you
this.
did cast that spell on me before you moved up,
I
right?
did. Yes.
3 of them come out.
Yep.
So on the battlement, I won't reveal them yet, but on the battlement, there's this kind of pop, and on the top of that little wall there, and you can send out your beacon of hope shortly.
Yep.
A kind of slender, elvish figure, androgynous in her form, of course, as most elves are, looking strikingly like civilians with jet black hair and very striking eyes and pale skin, looks up. She seems to be wearing these kind of bandages on her form that just barely cover most of her body, and she looks up.
It did pass.
Telepathically say, is that Spiny?
I think so.
Yes.
What are we waiting for?
I shoot her.
I need everyone to roll initiative.
Yes!
Was I able to get Beacon of Hope off first? So Beacon of Hope,
That's not
I'll
good.
just allow...
Beacon of Hope is fantastic.
That's
I'll
terrible.
read it. I'll tell you what it
Where am
does
I
for
finding
those of
that?
you who don't know.
Advantage, of course.
Oh, I got Yep, of course.
Yep.
They
So,
gave you advantage on all
They
decks.
did.
Yep.
Certainly did.
so, Beacon of Hope right now. So everyone was within range when I cast it. You all get advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, and all healing is maximum, so you don't have to roll for healing.
Got it.
So, including potions and everything.
And you all can kind of move yourselves a little bit. I didn't mean to. I just do it
Yeah.
organized
Death
like
saving
that because
throws,
it's
wisdom
easier for
saving
me.
throws.
You all can move yourself within 3 or 4 squares if
And
you
you
want.
get
If
maximum.
you feel like you wouldn't have been.
So, because we could only see
I
the
probably would have been
one.
about in the
Yeah.
middle.
We could only see the one portal at that point.
I'm fine
right?
where I'm at.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would have.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can. I'll move on yours, but I would have moved.
Oh,
Should
I
be
have to
able
log
to.
in real quick.
Okay.
Where would you have been?
Where
You
were
can
you?
tell me.
I would have been moving towards the portal, so I would have
Okay.
been like.
On this battlement. Okay.
Yeah. So I would have
Very
been like
good.
halfway there, I
Okay.
would say.
Just halfway there.
Anyone else want to move? I would say Midgar. Midgar's was over here.
Yeah.
So-
Just
Just
get out of
watching.
here. Just get out of here.
Supervising.
Just to clarify, that little whirlpool of death right
The
there,
coffee
that
cup
doesn't
of doom?
exist?
Oh,
It does. It appeared whenever you dispelled the other one.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
the coffee
Okay.
cup.
No.
Coffee cup of doom.
We have coffee cups.
Is there...
They're back.
Where do you think would be good for Gilly to be kind of hiding or out of the...
Wherever you think you would have been in this scene based on the topography.
Because the
Based
one
on
behind
that.
Oh,
us wasn't there before.
Let me do that.
That's okay, thanks.
And then I have it here too if you want to move yourself at all.
You were inspiring people.
You're currently
I would
here.
have wanted to
I
stay
would've stepped forward next to
60
you to help
feet
the spell.
from the thing.
Okay.
So,
You know, around here
so
somewhere.
yeah,
Right
around
in
there
front.
somewhere probably.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Put you
I'm
there.
not
Just so
that
long
pushy
as
'cause
I'm
I have
60
an
feet
amulet
from
of
that
hope.
We'll
other
get you off the
whirlpool.
sewer vent.
So I-
I'll hide behind you.
certainly can.
Thousands of
That was the
hands
whole
from
point.
this
You can
room.
double check the feed.
Yeah,
I kept
sorry.
I
trying.
will.
You're good.
I'm logging in.
I did walk away from you and I apologize in advance.
Well,
I wanted to
Alrighty.
be just within
Was your
bounds for
bodyguard?
range of
My
eight.
apologies.
I'm gonna double check something before
You
I
still
start this.
The
Well, but I am very far away from them.
That's
It's
okay.
fine. No worries here.
Don't worry, if I feel
Alrighty.
it, then you're safe. Chase, this is not going to be fun. This is going to be terrifying. I've seen this show.
some of us are masochists.
Well, I just want to live.
You came to the wrong place.
Not everyone gets their wish.
You came to the wrong place.
Listen, y'all had 3 wishes. You passed up on them, so I get to cash them in, right?
In
My
your
wish is to
dreams.
live.
In your dreams.
In your dreams, you will live. That's to say, if you live long enough to dream.
The eternal sleep some call death.
Alrighty.
Some do.
25 to 20.
22.
22 as well.
Hey!
Why did you use
Please
my
go
token
first.
too?
Please go before me.
2015.
19.
I have more decks.
What's your character's name?
Pajeen. P-A-J-E-E-N.
1510.
10, please.
Please.
10 to 5.
Wait,
6.
why are you spiny? Just kidding.
I know, that's nice.
And then James. 2.
It's
Muckrag.
on brand. Mercrag.
Crag.
Mercrag.
Crag.
I'm real close to all those tentacles. It's not great.
Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, alright. Yeah, I'm within my...
Alrighty. At the actually, here is what happens first at the start of the round. Selina, Mukrag, and Justice.
Mm-hmm.
Mukrag. Oh, I need to pull up something. Justice, it's a 22 to hit you.
That hits.
Yeesh.
Mukrag, it's a 17 to hit.
I will cast Shield and bring my AC to 18.
Okay, and then Selena, that's a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Is this a ranged attack?
Melee.
Is it fire?
Is it flames? On the side of my face?
You're gonna take 10 points of slashing and 10 points of necrotic. You're gonna take 10 points of slashing and 10 points of necrotic. So at the beginning of the round, this creature being ready erupts into like these kind of spine-like tentacles from their body, and they fly out and batter the 3 of you.
I have a question. Since
Yeah.
I stated that I did shoot at her as initiative started, would
Yeah.
I get a shot off, or would I wait till running around?
No,
Second wave.
it would be during your round because you
Okay.
don't have any way to act first.
That's fine.
So top of the round, Sevelius.
Goodbye,
Alright.
Tim.
Ooh,
I will.
poetic.
Oh god.
Yep, here we
That's what I
go.
said for that.
Ready to kill family?
Yep, here we go again.
It's not that bad.
Just-
You can get used to it.
I've already
Look
done
at
it.
her.
You get used to it.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be. You are my sins, my mistakes. Now pull out my sword and then charge forward with Blade Song.
Thank you.
Okay. Bonus action.
Bonus
Blade
action Blade Song, regular action, let's just do Booming Blade.
Papa? You are my mistake.
I
Well,
miss.
this makes sense.
Okay.
Handily.
Yep.
So, just at the second, I get up close and I see your face and just
Looks.
I get distracted.
Yeah, looks a lot like you.
As the creature erupts into tentacles and you strike at it, just as you go, you see them fade from view and vision. They're invisible.
Yeah.
So am I like base to base with the center? Is this like an aura or?
No,
is
that's the creature's body.
Okay. Got
That
it.
is, it's literally a more feminine version of you, just right with tentacles. So like
Got
a
it. I didn't
void
know
ring,
if
but
those
hard.
Just like
tentacles
you.
were an aura or if the
Nope,
tentacles
that's
were...
the body.
Okay, perfect.
So
Great.
this creature is
Great.
now naturally invisible.
Yeah.
Did it cast a spell to do this?
Nope.
No.
I don't like it.
I'm ready.
So, Gilly.
Do we still have fairy fire? I don't think we do.
I'm going to cast Sleet Storm. Backshot it on it.
Okay. What's the radius on Sleet Storm?
It is a, I'm double checking. I'm pretty sure it's a double checking.
Actually, no.
It is a 40-foot cylinder.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, 40-foot radius,
Oh, 40-foot radius.
20 foot tall.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So I want to back shot it.
That's huge.
Jeez.
cover about half its body, you think? Or do you want to cover everything, but it's... Those are pretty much your choices for affecting it.
Honestly, Civilius doesn't cast much that has concentration, right? That I know about.
Uh-huh.
No.
I'm gonna put Civilius in it too.
Okay. So there's...
I know that's rough, but I want to make sure if it moves a bit.
Oh, but I'm also there.
So
You're a monk.
instantly, this sleet storm appears. Is that the start of their turns or when you cast it?
When a creature starts its turn in the spell area,
Thank you.
and when it's if it's concentrating on a spell, it's that part.
Yep.
The difficult terrain stuff is
It's going to
when
make it...
when
I have the
enters
rest of
the
it. I just
spell.
need to know what
Okay.
the trigger was.
Yep.
Okay. That is your action. Is there anything you like to do with your bonus action?
Yeah. With the bonus action, I think I'll inspire Civilius, since he might need it on a dex save or something in there. You know, try to counteract what I've done.
I will say, using the telepathic link, Gilly, are you mad at me for some reason?
I just want to be sure this thing stays in my range.
That's funny.
Gilla, please.
Maybe.
Gilla, no.
Gilly, stop.
Gilla, stop.
Yeah, please stop.
It doesn't damage, so.
Understood. That is your turn. Unless you're moving.
Buddy. Yeah, I think I'll just kind of stay where I am.
Okay.
Does it have clear line of sight to me, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of slightly floating, and it's a huge creature, so yeah, it does.
Oh god.
Oh, jeez.
Spiny's turn.
Kanya.
It starts its turn.
It kind of, you see it, oh no, this is the first round, that's fine. So it erupts in these kind of spine tentacles that go around. It is actually going to use its special ability, which is not a spell, Necrotic Burst. It's going to affect everyone but Justice and Gilly. So, the other four of you, I need you to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, thank the gods.
Would have been odd for you. Nice.
Hang on, do I have advantage on this particular Constitution saving throw?
Nope. Those are just concentration checks for Warcaster.
It wasn't Warcaster.
So your cloak, you think?
Cloak is immunity poison. Warcaster is concentration. I don't remember any other advantages.
Beacon of Hope doesn't do con.
No, I thought there was a druid one. Something about natural shenanigans.
Nope.
Okay. Well, fuck this.
I wasn't in it.
Oh,
you're not it.
21.
You are good. Let me. Oh, I should have double checked the
I
wording.
can't even use my inspiration. It wouldn't even help.
You take 17 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh. 17 temporary hit points.
Selena.
It's a 6.
35 points of necrotic damage. Pusheen.
Pusheen.
Also
You're
make
cat now.
21. I am resistant to necrotic damage.
So you take 17, then have to 8. Civilius.
19.
19,
Mhm.
17
So
points of
good.
necrotic damage.
Goodbye,
So there's just this
Goodbye, inspiration.
horrific burst of death energy as the void slips into the material plane for a
Yep.
moment and then
Yeah.
brings it
I
back.
hate to love to see it. I hate to love to see it.
I hate to love it.
I hate to love it.
The creature is invisible. At the start of its turn, it would make a dex save. Now, it is immune to being prone, so that it can fail the dex save, but it's not going to go anywhere.
Okay.
So it just kind of floats around. I would say it's very comfortable.
Is it invisible because of a spell?
Natural invisibility.
Okay, just checking.
That's
Because I know that you can do greater invisibility, which is
I know.
concentration.
This is.
I was just.
probably took it from. Yeah.
I was wondering. It was a.
Yeah.
It was a shot. I took it.
This is the culmination of my sins.
Listen, it was a good idea that I had. Just.
5, 10, 15, 20.
So my dad.
I'm doing difficult terrain.
Thank you.
25, 30, 35, 40, and it's still in there. So it floats over there. It does not provoke. So it and settles in between you all, and its writhing tentacles and spines kind of touch you all as it attempts to, as it whispers.
This is
Sovelius, it says. Pajine, it's your turn.
Okay. So, you said it's, for all intents and purposes, invisible,
Yep, it is, in fact, naturally invisible.
as per the invisibility spell.
Yep.
I did a stupid.
That doesn't help.
Oh.
Okay.
'Cause you can't
Happens to the best of us.
Okay.
Can't cast the spell that I cast.
Well, it's cast.
Yeah. Fuck.
It is what it
So
is.
you do remember that the invisibility was associated with levels of light.
Oh! I wouldn't
You-
know that.
You don't know that,
I wouldn't know
but
that
Selena
at all.
does.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you for helping me make decisions.
Just
Well,
providing you with information.
here's what I will do because it will enhance my mobility and it will be good for the future. I am going to close my eyes, say a very short prayer, and then from my back, these bright golden wings will erupt. And as I open my eyes, they're, instead of just being the gray, they are now golden, shimmering, glowing. And I can fly now.
Yes.
Protector
Protector Asamar.
I'm just picturing you just
Nice.
fly away. Like,
I'm
alright,
not-
I'm out.
She's like,
Wasn't shit.
But hey, that difficult terrain, it's within.
She's like, I literally don't get paid enough for
I
this.
can just drop the concentration on that spell whenever I choose,
It's
right?
just, this
Yep.
is,
I'll
this
do
is
that.
just the worst.
It already
fine.
flew out, so I'll drop it before you even get to your turn.
Oh, well, that's cool, because I did it in
Alrighty, so Radiant Soul does not actually have a mechanical light
I
to
tried.
it, so the creature's
Correct.
good for now.
This is correct.
You did try. It was
The one
okay.
thing that I
This
thought
is
it was
fine.
going to do, it didn't affect it, so it's like, well,
This is
whatever.
fine.
Did slow it down.
And I don't think I can do anything effectively
It did.
as a bonus action.
Did slow it down.
Oh,
Which is
I
good,
lied!
but-
Hang on.
Like, I
nope.
can't move the zone.
Can't do anything else. Okay. I will get very close to the creature. Like,
You are right next to it.
excellent! I'm going to use my. I'm going to use a key point to
Okay.
take the dodge action.
There it is. Alrighty. Cloaky's not up yet. I wrote him down just in case. Selena!
Wow, since I've been so wonderfully reminded of things that I should know. Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and is there a tall point that would touch the parapet as well as the void coffee of doom behind us?
As in, so you're saying
So
like
that's,
based
like,
on the
tall
radius of the
enough
spell?
that-
Or?
yeah.
The highest point is the battlement, I think.
Okay, then I would drop it right on the edge of the battlement. It's a
Okay.
60-foot sphere.
And then 60 foot beyond that, right?
So it's a 60-foot bright sphere and
Yeah.
then a 60-foot dim light.
Yep. So it's like 120 feet.
Yep.
So you are casting daylight.
I'm gonna drop daylight. I am definitely gonna drop
The
daylight.
creature sees this and is going to cast counter spell.
Counter
I'm gonna
spell.
certainly try.
But it's invisible.
invisible.
Oh, that's right. Shit. I can't
Yep.
do that. Shit.
All right. So
You're
that
right,
was at a
it's
third
invisible.
level.
Yeah.
Shit.
Can I see it with detect magic
You,
still?
you can see the spell being
I
cast.
cast shield though as my last action. Haven't turned since.
Oh, shit.
No!
Okay.
That's fine.
No, it's
So-
not.
We'll have another turn, maybe.
No!
Hasn't cast the meteor storm yet.
All right, but I know where it is now.
You do know where it is, you just can't see it.
Okay. So I know
We
where it
see all
is
the writhing
now.
tentacles,
I
though.
just thought of something stupid.
Chase, you just thought of something stupid?
Really stupid.
I'm surprised.
Just like taking
So,
the ooze bullet.
Just as
Oh, Julie! Oh my god. What?
Sorry, it's her turn.
Yes, go.
So then I'm going to go ahead and step around Murkrag and poison spray.
There it is.
Yeah.
Constitution, please. 17.
21.
Still
So-
takes half.
Not on a cantrip. Not for poison spray.
Oh,
Right.
no, it doesn't. Okay.
So you but you do see that the creature had to resist it, so that's good to know. Is that your turn?
that's all I can do.
All right, Justice.
On my turn, I'm going to use my move action to move closer to Gilly. I'm going to use my action. I'm going to put my bracers together, and then several of me appear.
Okay,
as
you
I
cast Mirror Image.
Exactly. And then, and then let me check one last thing.
While he's checking, as an aside, I would have gone about 10 feet up into the air to be close, but, well, no, I would have gone 5. I would have been within range, so, but I would have gone into the air to be a little bit taller.
And then key point for uncanny.
If it has spell slots, and
Did you move
then
yourself?
natural powers.
Yes, I did.
I would think so. With like,
It has spell slots.
Okay.
That's
Good lord.
Yeah, at least we're just eating through spell slots.
Yeah. Yes, in fact, it's used 3 counter spells.
3,
Yeah.
yes.
Three
yeah.
counter
You
spells.
communicated through the telepathy that it's light
The light
affects its
stuff.
invisibility.
I would have when I cast daylight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Correct, yeah, I can
Yeah.
see that.
So as I was
You have an
casting
eye.
daylight, I did this before daylight.
Light!
What does light do to it exactly?
Reveals it.
Oh,
Yeah.
It
Makes
shuts
it
down
easier to,
some of
like-
its abilities
You have a
to
convenient
reveal
spell
the-
for this.
great.
We sure do.
I do.
You have an item?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Oh, would have got the item, but like
1, 2,
she always has daylight prepared.
3.
Grassland druid, you know.
Wait, which item? The light shard?
Yeah.
Light
No,
shard.
light shard. Yeah.
So the light
Well, I
shard.
thought it wasn't
Trivia
actual
fact.
like light.
Trivia fact. Light shard was
Right, but
inspired
it's
when
a
we played
light which
Descent.
does this.
That
Okay.
spaceship game.
It doesn't
The
need
little
sunlight
flares.
for this.
Just, that's what they look like. Things I learned today.
Daylight isn't sunlight either.
So that was Justice's turn?
Yep.
Okay, Justice, at the end of your turn,
Oh.
damn, it can see you. It has true sight. Mirror image doesn't affect it. You remember when Sovelius cast
Yep.
mirror images.
Against the void creature the one time, and it's like, nope.
The creature looks around
Yeah, I was wondering.
and it
about
looks over at Mukrag and says, "Don't know you." And it's going to cast
God, it knows more than one word.
Disintegrate.
Oh, okay.
And you should make a dexterity saving throw.
Great.
I don't have counterspell.
I don't.
We can't
either.
see it.
I mean, I can't see it, so we
It's,
can't
it's
counterspell.
happening again.
I
We
used my
cannot
action.
counterspell it.
James.
Bye, folks.
No.
14.
You
Yeah, I do.
you take 78 points of force damage.
Oh, thank God.
Is he gone?
That's 79 basic.
I know.
Oh my God.
I know what he's doing.
I mean, I didn't care one way or the other, but holy fuck, that's close. So there's just this beam of solid force energy as the creature uses legendary
Oh, I'm familiar.
reactions, legendary actions, and you are hit. And you can see him start to turn to dust, and then there's this kind of shock of electric pulse and arcane, pure raw arcane energies. And he rematerializes himself. Okay, that's the legendary action. Mukrag, it's your turn.
I will cast Disintegrate on it.
Do you have to see the target for disintegrate?
I can see it with Detect Magic, right?
You can well enough.
Hell
It will
yes.
make a dexterity saving throw. Oh! Which has
Do
advantage
the light
on.
first, though.
Well,
Well, I mean, I can still see it anyway.
Yeah, but we can't.
Yeah.
You see the creature's aura just sidestep the beam with a 24.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna back up. I don't want to be in melee with this, and I'll take the opportunity attack.
with your one
Why?
HP? Oh, yeah, well, you're fine.
Half orc.
You're fine. Just kidding.
It is going to throw a spine at you and try to stab you in the back.
It's
It has advantage on the attack roll because it's invisible.
God,
Well,
it's
I
okay.
see it though. Does it have advantage?
Detect magic allows you to interact with certain aspects, but doesn't actually allow you to see the creature.
Gotcha.
God, this is
14?
The light
I will
glow.
shield again.
Your reactions. Holy
Yep.
fuck.
No more counter spells.
Yep.
No, it's fine.
No one's gonna be able to counterspell
It's
Alright.
fine.
this
Everybody has counters. It's fine.
I do too.
Do I still have
thing.
the...
We can't see it.
What would it
though.
take to figure out what this portal to my left is doing?
It seems to just be a portal. And portals are...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Portals are
You've
forte.
used your action.
Mhm.
I would say you can't make an ability check. It's a portal, and portals allow you to go from one place to another.
Is the other one?
I don't like
still
that. I would like to back up maybe another 15 feet.
5,
And
10, 15, about
I
there.
don't have a particularly useful bonus action, so that'll be it.
Okay, wizard stuff. Civilius! Hey, you're a wizard.
Mm,
Hey, there are 3 wizards in this fight.
there are.
There are?
Yeah.
His daughter.
All right.
She's a wizard.
Like-
yeah.
Like,
Of course.
all
Like
right.
father, like
Uh-huh.
daughter.
Okay.
All right.
I
Can't
do
even
appreciate
see it.
that the
I don't have
token is
anything that
just
can generate light.
him, but
So
with
I'm
tentacles.
just going
That's
to
really
keep
nice.
swinging at it and hope I hit it.
Okay, the
At
tentacles are at
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Telepathically would have said on Murkrug's turn, hey, don't you have a light shard or something?
Nope.
I just got disintegrated.
That one's a miss for the first booming blade. Second one is also a miss.
Okay,
That's it.
alrighty.
Fuck me.
Gilly!
You're doing so
Alright,
well.
I'm gonna move up 10 feet, cast Beacon of Hope again, move back 10 feet. That's, and then bonus action, I will cast Healing Word on this dying half-orc, and you get 10 healing points.
Wee.
That's my turn.
Did you lose Speaking of Hope
Efficient.
before?
She sure
yeah,
did.
Sure
Yeah.
did.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
Well, I thought it was gonna do the thing, but it didn't do the thing.
Initiative count 20 for old time's sake. This creature is going to cast reverse gravity.
Yep.
Ah,
And
thank
everyone
God I'm
goes
flying.
up.
I stay exactly where I am because I'm flying.
Yes. I would say that Gilly and Murkrag can make... I'm sorry, I don't want to cast reverse gravity right now, actually. Never mind.
Good.
Because I want to do that for... I wanted to keep spells for legendary actions. That is how this creature fights.
I don't have my winged boots on anymore. Damn it.
We're
Attunement.
two wizards.
Does not recharge its necrotic burst.
Hell yeah.
It's going to start by making one attack against Selina.
Surely is.
Advantage. 23.
It surely
So
does.
you take 10 and 10. I don't think you have any resistance.
Nope,
so
not
count
at
as
all.
20.
You know what's fun? Can't even cutting words anything, because I can't see it.
Love it.
Mhm.
It's going to make an attack against Sovelius at a 28, because I'm going left to right.
Yes, that is.
Take 10 points of slashing and 10 points of necrotic.
They were burning through its spell slots, though.
This is just an attack.
This
I'm
is
saying
just
with the counter
something.
spells that it's
Oh.
been doing. The counter spells.
Yeah.
16 to hit you, what's your name? Pushin. Pushin.
Wow.
Yeah, that's gonna just hit.
10 points and 10 points. But 10 of
10
those are necrotics,
points,
you
okay.
take 15 total.
Thank you.
Fourth
Thank-
attack. See, it's going to attack Sovelius. Natural 20.
Well, that's not
Papa?
You're going to take 20 points of necrotic and 15 points of slashing.
Super bad.
So it unleashes a flurry of 4 attacks at the creatures below it.
Super bad.
Pajine, it's your turn.
Well, okay then. All right. I'm flying. I would. I'm gonna put this fucking gun away. It's stupid. I'm just gonna throw the gun on the ground. Actually, I'm just like, why the fuck did I want this? I know I have light as a cantrip. I'm thinking. Listen.
Sorry,
Okay.
I'll shut up.
No, you're fine.
I'm
Okay.
just real nervous.
Yes.
I'm
yes,
real
yes,
nervous.
yes.
Yep.
Okay. Here's what I would like to do. I'm going to. I am going to cast light.
Okay.
I have to cast it on something because it is a touch thing.
Used a 6th level slow.
How about I would like to cast light on my hunter's dart.
Okay.
So from this bandolier that I have around my chest, I pull out this dart, and this dart does not look like a normal dart. What is it? What does it look like? I don't remember exactly what it looks like. It looks a little different. I think it's barbed. But I'll cast light on it,
Yes.
and it shines.
Ooh.
And I would like to try to throw it at the creature.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll at disadvantage.
At this
Oh
point.
god. Well, if you miss, at least it has light.
This is true.
Actually, if she's casting light first, then what happens?
Let's see
Oh,
here.
actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I can throw it
And cast
and
light.
cast
light.
light because spells count
Correct.
actions. Well, that's just the best. Okay.
Also, light doesn't do the same thing as daylight.
You know what I'm gonna do?
I
I'm just
know.
gonna throw the hunter's dart because I want to.
Okay. There's no
This-
better reason than
this
to,
is
That's a good reason.
where I'm at. Okay.
Oh no.
That's not.
Wow.
That's a 10.
Neither one was good.
That's a big fat
Jeez.
10.
I will say, for normal, because Gil, you still have Devil Sight.
I do.
So you.
Oh shit,
you
that's right. I
can-
should have been able to
you
see it the
can
whole
see
time.
This creature.
So I would have been able to counterspell and
Counterspell,
cutting words
yeah.
and stuff.
Moments passed.
That's
Shit,
what it
that's
is.
right.
Okay. Well, that dart goes elsewhere.
Real quick question. The reason that I could see it before is because of magical darkness. It's not in magical darkness though.
Actually, so that is when you're in the void. So the creature is within enough darkness. The wording of the ability is creatures who rely on normal dark vision to see the creature.
Oh, that's the wording.
Yeah.
I thought it was because magical.
That is part of the reason.
Right,
That was
okay.
allows it.
So I can see it.
Yeah.
Okay,
'Cause
all
you
right,
have
that's
magical
good.
dark vision.
okay.
That's good.
Well, the dart missed.
I didn't realize that. Okay, cool.
Which is bad. So
We're doing better than I thought.
second attack, I'm going to just fly directly into the void and attempt to thwack it with my quarterstaff as my second attack action.
Better.
That is way better.
Way better.
22.
That'll hit.
All right, so
Yes.
this is with my flicker staff.
22?
Yes.
That'll hit.
One-handed. So this is going to be.
What's your flickers?
What is that?
Well, let me tell you.
What's up?
That's
Just
shield,
a
but
second.
it's not enough.
So it's going to be a
that'd be
total
so
of
funny.
10 points of bludgeoning damage. It is counted as magical for the purposes of resistances, etc. Because Kensai,
10 bludgeoning, 9.
10 bludgeoning magical. Also, it's a magical staff. And then I immediately teleport 5 feet behind it. As the silver filigree on the staff just kind of flashes.
5 feet in any direction.
5 feet in any direction, so I'm going to teleport 5 feet so I am behind it.
Yeah, it's a huge creature though.
Well, damn it. I'm going to teleport 5 feet. Above it. There we
Stick
go. I'll
with-
just be right
stick
above it.
with
It's
yeah.
cool though, right?
Yeah, it's cool. It's so
Whatever. I
cool.
forget that it's huge. It's got tentacles and shit.
Where are you moving?
Essentially 5 feet above it. So I hit it and then I just kind of shoot
Oh,
up.
you just shoot up. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, oh fuck! Actually, I hit with an attack. I would like to use a spell slot actually to cast Thunderous Smite because I forgot.
Okay, go ahead and roll your 2d8.
I will hit that cast button first.
There you
Oh
go.
wait, you are casting Thunderous Smite, the
Thunderous-
actual spell.
As a bonus action.
Okay,
So as a bonus action, the first time you hit with a melee weapon attack,
it's not 2d8.
oh, it's not when I hit. Never mind. Actually, hang on. No, not
So
the
if you
spell.
get-
Oh my
No,
God.
hang on. It's Divine Smite. It's Divine Smite. That's the one I'm thinking
Yeah.
of. Not the
There
spell.
you
It's the
go.
actual
So
Divine
just go
Smite.
ahead and roll
You
2d8.
just,
Okay.
Yeah.
So lots of smiting happening.
So you just expend the spell slot.
Yes, that's what it is.
Get that.
God, it's been a while since I've dusted her off. Okay.
It's all good.
Bum.
So 10, and then the radiant.
Okay, this is not an undead or a fiend.
Correct.
This is okay. Perfect. Yep.
How much?
It's a total of 7.
Thanks. So you see the radiant damage strike into her, and she takes full damage.
Oh, this is great. Perfect. Cool.
It's good to know that it'll do the same thing to Civilius.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, this is mental knowledge. Okay, and then as
That's not true.
Knowledge.
as
What,
a
radiant
bonus
damage?
action, I will
It's an
then
elf stick,
descend
yeah.
upon it with my feet and spend a key point to do 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay. And it's still at disadvantage?
That is totally fine. Well, it's not, but we'll make it fine. I'll pretend it's good.
Is it blade singing?
Not yet.
Not
Just
yet.
curious.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no!
Damn it!
Damn it! 22 would have been a natural 20.
That damn disadvantage.
I'm gonna roll the damage for that one because I would also like to stunning strike.
16.
Fucking DC is 15. Okay.
The worst.
Damage is, I believe, a D6. So 7 points for the first hit. Second strike. God, those rolls. 17. That's a 10, right?
17 to hit?
Yes.
Based on what? No. It is not going to shield.
Okay, perfect. Stunning strike.
Yeah, makes it 24.
Okay. 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
With my magic fists. 'Cause
My
I'm a monk.
magic fists.
And that is my turn.
Okay. It was Pajin's turn.
Pajin, or Pushin, depending on who you ask.
At the end of Pajin's turn. It is going to cast a spell using legendary actions.
You're still gonna cast daylight, aren't you? I'm gonna hold it. Oh wait,
You can see it.
yeah, I know, but I need to be able to counterspell when she tries to cast daylight.
I see.
Counterspell the counterspell.
Yeah,
And then
Counter the
its
counter.
other copy comes out and counterspells you.
so I need my reaction
That's
because
correct.
where are we in the turn order? I've already had my turn, so I don't have.
Yeah, it
it'll-
hasn't gone back to you yet, yeah.
Wait, Selina's turn comes after this, right?
Yep.
Okay, yep. Because Selina, you've only had one turn. Okay, I'm gonna hold mine. I don't know if it's the right
It's as
choice,
good as
but
it
I'm
gets.
holding it.
You see it disappear from view.
I do?
Everyone.
Well, I mean, no one else could see it.
Sorry.
Correct. You
So,
see it
oh no.
disappear from view.
You do.
Oh,
Flips.
no.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck me. It's doing the thing.
Yeah,
20
it's
to hit you?
thunderstepping.
Yep.
It's doing the thing. Oh, this is really bad.
I am a monument
26 to hit you.
I should have counterspelled this.
to all your sins.
27 to hit you.
Yep.
Is this what you've been doing to people?
I
Oh
made
God.
the choice.
I'm
23 to hit you.
I made the
That's
choice.
like, get fucked.
Okay.
Okay. the defeated. The defeated. Okay. This is why you're here.
No, I made the right choice.
Show
I
up
made
for it
the right
every week.
This is, just to make sure, is this a ranged attack?
This is a spell. They are casting Steel Wind Strike.
Oh.
Oh, it's not good.
Yeah, that's the one I figured
It's
it was
Yeah.
doing.
bad.
Which is why I'm
Oh,
sitting
weird.
here really conflicted.
It did. You made the call, and it's gonna be good.
That wasn't too bad. Actually, really good call. 8, 4, 12.
I think it's a
13,
good call.
14.
I'm
Yeah, I
sticking
think
with it.
no,
I'm not regretting
Don't
it.
regret
Yeah.
it. Don't regret it.
No regrets.
No regrets.
You all take 17 points of force damage. I rolled
That's
like
terrible.
dog shit.
Yeah. That's
I have
really
rolled
low.
2 1s, a 2, a 3, a 4, and an 8.
Relentless endurance kicks in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep.
Could have been a lot worse.
Oh, good.
So the
You
thing,
have advantage on death saving throws.
the thing
at least.
disappears from view and striking those 4. And when it ends its movement, you're still up.
Technically.
No, I'm up. I went to 1.
Oh wait, no. It's
Where does it land?
getting there.
Okay, sorry.
When it ends its movement, it's going to be there, and it's going to make its additional attack, melee attack, based on the fact that it teleported,
Yep.
on Selina. Because it saw
Oh
natural
no.
20. You're going to take 20 points of necrotic and 15 points of slashing.
So 35 total.
Yep.
Well, I'm not casting daylight, that's for certain. 27 points. You've done 119 points of damage to me in the last 10 minutes.
Sounds about right. So it appears behind you, using the power it's siphoned off of the blade of the vizier, and strikes Selina. Selina goes down.
We got this, guys.
That is its legendary actions. Hey,
Well-
Selina, I need you to make a death saving throw.
So
at the top.
I will.
Already? Okay.
Since I know she can't cast daylight if she goes down, I'll cut in words on the attack on it, on the damage on her.
That would be retroactive.
I don't think that you can take
No?
out
Okay,
10
fine.
points of damage.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah,
Never mind. You have advantage at least.
on the death saving throw.
Yep,
Yep.
you do.
Oh, thank God.
One of those is a natural 20.
You're up with 1 hit point.
At the start of your
start of the
turn, you are up.
Yeah.
You
Beat
hear.
it up.
You hear a voice.
Sorry.
Of course I do.
Get up. Don't look so ridiculous.
God, they're pissed at me.
and you awake. The void creature you see turns its back and looks over at Mukrag.
Hello.
Alrighty, so is my bonus action. I'm gonna go ahead and drink a potion of greater healing.
Okay, 4d4 plus 4.
No, you don't
you get
roll
max
it.
healing.
Oh, yeah.
So that's 20 points?
20. Yep.
Okay.
Add that
44
shit.
plus- yeah, no, that's math. That's good math.
Yeah, and then we're gonna go ahead and daylight.
Hell yes!
The creature, having believed that you are unconscious and doesn't even notice that you're back up, and the daylight spell goes off.
Nice.
Yes.
Then I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to stand up.
I can do this all day.
I get to save my counter spell for something else. That's good.
Hey.
That's the only That's the only 20 I'm gonna roll all night.
It's okay.
That's the one that
that's the
matters.
only one.
You need it.
It's worth.
So yeah, daylight is up for the next hour.
Fuck, that's right.
And I would make sure that it was covering the other portal, all of us. Sorry.
Yes.
And
Don't apologize.
I think you
to
said
him.
edge, so I'll move about there.
so I just want it tall so it's not creating shadows on the parapet.
Oh, you're good. It doesn't work like that. It's just light all around. It's
Oh,
like
it
it
is?
goes around
Okay.
crevices, everything. We don't
Yeah.
do physics.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's magic.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, then it's fine there because it has
Light
both
with malicious
portals.
intent.
If the spell said
that-
this
I
spell
think that
creates
portal
magical
doesn't-
shadows, blah
I
blah
think
blah,
that
we
the top
would.
portal
But
doesn't exist anymore because you
no,
dispelled
it's
it.
still around.
No, there's
Oh,
yeah,
It just
no,
kicked the
there's-
creature out.
Oh,
Yeah.
I understand now.
So yeah, so I just want both the portals in the bright light.
All right, so that's your actions. Your bonus action, you're prone because you're unconscious.
No, I
Oh.
use my movement to stand up, and then I'm
Yep.
just kind of gonna, like a drunkard that's halfway down the street.
Through
This
the
is-
wobble.
This is fine, guys.
You doing the sway?
This is fine.
The end of your turn, it's going to use its last legendary action for the round to move its portal.
It certainly is.
And you see the portal
Oh fuck me.
move there.
What is that portal for? Do we know?
We
Yeah.
don't
We don't know
know.
yet.
You
Okay.
haven't found out yet.
Whatever it is, I don't like that it moves.
Nothing
Nothing good. Nothing in our favor, I'll tell you that.
No.
All right, and then it's going to, when it does that, it's going to move its other portal there. So you see these kind of.
Listen, I don't like that.
Heat it.
I think I hate it.
Justice, it's your turn.
So, in Justice's hand, where normally he would be holding the zip-zap dagger, which courses with electricity, instead, if this is okay, because you and I talked about this before, like appearing just a puff of shadow is this blade of like of black smoke, essentially. And I'm going to move in on the void creature with my prodigious speed. So I'm going to get into base-to-base contact with it.
Did you say?
Prodigious.
Oh, okay.
Prodigious speed.
They said prodigious.
How much
speed. I was
prodigious
like,
speed do you have?
50.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to make my first attack on it. That is only a. I'll just make
But I
sure.
can fly, so it's
That
fine.
is only a 13 to hit, so that's not going to hit.
Misses, yeah.
Second attack roll.
Oh, nice.
That is a 17
Still
to
not
hit.
used to have it a nice tower.
So good.
You
There's
would
a-
know.
It's fine.
Say goodbye to your natural 20s, Matthew.
Does a 17 hit?
17 does hit. Creature's going to shield.
So, okay. Is there anything else they can do? Oh, yeah. So I'm going to. I think that was my bonus action to summon the blade. So I think that's my turn.
Alrighty. It's used all of its legendary actions. Oh, yeah, Murkrag, you have like no hit points.
Wrong. I have one, and that's what's important.
That's right.
I'm gonna
It's only
cast,
the last one that matters.
yeah, that's right. Autoluke's Resilient Sphere on myself.
Alrighty.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Ha, that's funny. That spell is Abjuration?
Evocation.
Okay, you're good.
Oh, what?
I'm just asking.
Excuse?
Excuse? How dare? How dare you ask that
And,
question? I am scared now. I'm more scared.
The Voidling comes from a long line of powerful Vizari
Yep.
lizards.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Just like browbeating. I love him just looking down.
Oh,
You alright there, Rob?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Nope, we're good. We have daylight.
Alrighty.
That's my turn.
Alrighty.
The party's gonna
Look, Greg.
murder you. It's
Civilians.
fine.
It's okay. All right. Seeing Selena hurt and whatnot, I will run up past her.
Thank
over
you,
to the
Alberon.
side. And I will grab her hand, and then I will thunderstep.
Yes.
Con saving throw.
Yep.
DC 17.
Does have advantage because it's a spell. Makes it so half.
Okay.
23 for transparency.
Okay.
Pretty hardy con, not crazy. Not as bad as the Ancient and Unbroken. Not as bad as the WARFORGED.
Where's my D10s?
Or the
Stop.
Ancient and Unknown.
Just stop,
Or
Matthew.
anyone else
My
forget
Just
God.
these naming conventions you have just fill me with just so much dread.
Not as bad as Ravas the Red Death.
That, yeah. Mm.
So, 7 cut in half
Who's in
for
this city
a hearty
understand?
3 points of damage.
Well,
Off 3d10.
Damn.
Yeah. But I can move Selena. And if you're fine with it, I'm going to move you out of base to base with the thing.
Please.
Okay.
Yep. Only
So
reason I
I'm
can't
going
run
to
away.
go over there, and then I'm going to throw you there.
Perfect.
Is that your turn, or you...
Yeah, that's my turn.
This
And
element
then
of
the
health
bonus
doesn't make you
that I really
invincible.
Gilly? Gilly? It is
All
your
right.
turn.
So, trying to look at the overlay real quick. I think if it would pop up, yeah. I think it's wise at this point to cast Mass Healing Word.
Go for it.
Just want to make sure I'm at a place where I am. Hang on. So it's remind me, 30 feet for Mass Healing Word, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess I gotta move up a bit. I'll move up a little. I'll shuffle on back after I cast it. But I'll do a Mass Healing Word. Everybody gets 10 hit points.
It's 60 feet.
Oh, it's 60 feet? I'll
Yeah.
stay where I am.
I
That's
remember
what
it
I
being
thought.
huge.
But I couldn't remember.
It's a 60 foot within 60 foot, so 60 foot
Yep.
radius.
So everybody gets...
maxing.
Yep, because everybody... the number of people that need it are within my range. And then... With my action, I guess I'll cast... I will move up and I will cast, from the staff, I will cast level 1 Cure Wounds on you.
I am in a sphere. I can't be.
Oh, that's right, you are. I won't do that.
Just to clarify, the
I would've
healing word
seen
isn't something
this.
that has to pass through it, right?
It has a range, so yes, it does.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so you don't get the... you don't get
Would
the...
that affect all magic, even like a counterspell? Could I
It
counterspell
depends
something?
on the nature of the spell. If a
Okay.
spell has a range, that means it travels. If it does not have a range listed in its stat block, it doesn't travel. So Misty Step works, but spells
Yeah.
like Healing Word do not.
But spells like Cure Wounds when you have twinning rings do.
That's true.
Okay.
Matt respects.
Anything else you're doing? Action?
Sure. So then, with my action, I'm going to go ahead and throw out 2 charges from the wand of magic missile.
Okay. You know it still has
Oh,
its shield
it
spot.
still has shield up, so I won't do that.
Yeah.
Fuck me! I will just do a simple
Doing pretty
little charm purse. No,
Charm monster?
Sidle up. I'm trying to like say the thing that I'm looking at 5 different things. Snowball swarm.
Oh, okay. 15.
That's a fail.
Okay.
So
3d6?
yep, indeed.
Oh.
You guys at home, you just have to give us a little bit of credit. I mean, we haven't played since last year, so
Yeah.
12.
we're
It's
little
been a whole
rusty.
decade.
12 Colt.
Yeah,
12 cold damage.
We double check its
a
resistances.
little rusty.
Also, there's not a whole lot of
Okay.
stuff
It
I
takes
can
half.
do. Okay, takes half.
That your turn, yeah?
That's my turn.
Cool.
Done.
Spidey's turn.
Oh,
They regain their
yep.
legendary actions. They haven't used any resistances.
I will back away from the thing. I'll move myself.
Cool. Oh.
Come back. I got it.
Thank you.
Baby, come back.
Close. There we go.
Does not recharge its ability.
Thank the gods.
However, it's got just about everyone it wants within its range.
No.
Of course it does.
So you see it kind of put its tentacles and spines within to itself, and out of it,
There's no place
out
to
of the
go.
portals, the tentacles shoot out.
Yeah, that's
portals?
cool.
Yeah.
Damn.
Now you're thinking with portals.
I don't like it though.
No longer has advantage on all the attacks
Yeah.
because you can see the creature.
There's actually nowhere I can really go to get away from this portal thing because he's in that sphere which takes
So-
up movement. So
Yeah.
I guess
left,
I'm
right.
just here.
20 to hit you, Gilly.
Even with that'll hit.
Okay. Take 10 points of magical bludgeoning. Actually, let me double check. I'm not sure.
Is it magical?
I'm double checking.
That's important for me to know.
It's not. So 10, which is
5.
reduced to 5, and then 10 points of necrotic. 15 to hit you, Pajine.
My AC is 16. Technically 18 because I can't die and I
Cool.
hit with my feet last time.
It's going to make an attack against you, Civilius. 26 to hit.
Shield.
Okay. Bounces off.
Excuse? What does that make your AC?
Yeah, like I said,
27.
he's got a stupid high
I have a
AC.
22 standing AC
Yeah.
with a plus
the
5
tank.
from shield.
He
Wow.
really is. Yep.
21 to hit you.
I told you it's
That's-
stupid.
Huh?
That's
Oh, you take 10 and 10.
okay.
10 slashing and 10 necrotic.
I'm guessing it's a melee attack.
No wonder
is.
your child is so strong.
Yeah.
It's going to
not
use
great.
its bonus
Not
action.
great.
Thanks for reminding me. It's going to use its bonus action to enter a blade song.
Yep, there it is.
Oh my god.
What does that do?
Well,
Increases its AC, gives it advantage on acrobatics checks.
Well, that's just lovely.
Increases
already
its
had.
speed by 10 feet as well.
Thank
Oh.
you. 50 feet, and now its AC is improved by its intelligence modifier.
Yep.
Pajine,
I don't like any of the words you said in the same sentence. Okay.
thanks for coming on.
Thanks
The
for
last
showing
game.
up to
All
die.
right. Final game. Okay.
Your one and only guest
And
And
spot
also
here.
it's extra
Yep,
bonus
it's
to
not-
con saving throws to maintain cons.
Great.
That's
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Okay.
3. Okay. Equal to Ian, right?
Yeah, so mine's a plus 5 right now.
Okay. Well, I do best when I'm real close, but also, Margaret, you're not doing well. But also, you're in a fucking bubble.
He did this to himself.
He did. He's fine.
It's fine.
He's
No
fine.
offense,
Fine.
but what you were about to heal was not more than the amount I was gonna take. So.
This is fair. This is fair.
I feel
Okay.
safe.
Well, I
Safe in
can
your
see
bubble.
this thing now, which is great. So I'm just gonna go at it.
Get
I'm
it?
just gonna fly at it.
Wait, it had disadvantage to hit me
Okay.
because your spell's still on.
It still hits.
Okay, that's just a good thing to remember.
Okay.
Put a little shield or something on you.
Thank you.
So I'm going to
Oh, concentration check. Yeah, I maintain.
Oh, I should. I don't think your protection from stuff is still up. I took way too much damage.
Oh, okay then. Never
Sorry.
mind. So I would have got hit anyway.
Yeah.
Either way.
Sorry.
So what are you doing,
It's
Pajine?
okay.
I'm going to I can't stow and draw at the same time, right? Is that what I wanna
No
do?
one cares.
No one cares. Sweet. Excellent. Because I also do have a sword strapped to my side.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna fly.
Imagine in 2019 caring about stowing and drawing.
Well, it's 2020,
It's not.
so everything behind
2020.
it, right? So as I fly, I'm going to slide the staff betwixt my shoulders, and as I get close to next to the creature, the sword still sheathed. I'm going to, with my left thumb, kind of push it out a little bit, and as I get right next to it, I'm going to take it backhanded and just slash forward using the Swift Strike sword.
Yeah.
And let's see
And
what I'm going
My read on that sword is you literally just get to draw it anyway, so stowing and drawing is not a problem.
In the
Sweet.
year of our void.
In the year of our boy.
2020.
Cool. So it does extra damage and shit, and then it's so nice when it's not at disadvantage.
That's real good.
23.
20 it hits.
23 it hits.
20 damage.
I hope it
hitting.
is.
20. I'm sorry.
24 actually,
Two.
because it's a +1.
Just so you know, you only get
right.
the additional damage
I know.
die. Okay.
I know. I
One
will,
second.
After I hit it, I'll put it away again. It's fine.
Well, like you don't get it on this strike.
The extra damage, the regular damage, I get it on. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll hit. Just check.
We're good. Okay. That's gonna be 11 points of magical slashing damage.
Good.
Second swing, so I backhand swing at it. I flip it around in my hand and I go for it again. It's so good. 25
That hits.
for 10 points of slashing because it's a longsword. Also a longsword. Sidebar notes. I'm going to. Yeah, as a bonus action, I'm going to spend another key point to, with my free hand, I don't know, rip out some spines or whatever. So 2 unarmed strikes. First one is going to be 18.
Oh, honestly?
18 misses.
18 misses?
Because it has blades on.
Other abilities.
Second one is going to be 24.
Nice.
That
Yeah,
hits.
And
Should have shielded.
well, you make some choices.
If you don't
Stunning
have
strike with
direct
that one.
damage, yeah, I think I might be.
You made a choice.
You
chose
chose
wrong.
A natural 20.
Fuck.
You're being punished.
All right. And then I'm just gonna stay real close up into its business. Let me check one thing real quick.
What was the damage on that last attack?
7.
Okay.
7 bludgeoning. And then if you'll allow me, I would like to sheathe the sword.
That's fine.
Perfect.
Yeah, because you get to. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care.
Excellent.
All right.
I love
So
you for
unleashing
it.
a flurry of blows at this, literally a flurry of blows at this creature. You can see your attacks are having full effect, and you made sure that reaction attack was based on your reaction, not your first attack, right?
Yes.
'Cause that's like a free attack. Okay.
The
Well,
reaction is
actually-
when they enter yours. You get an
Oh, okay,
opportunity
gotcha.
attack.
Yeah.
That's the
Gotcha.
extra
Yep.
damage.
Pajine,
Hello.
It hasn't used. It just.
Oh,
got
I
its
did
legendary
fly,
action.
by the way, up to above it again.
Okay.
So move your.
I
Oh,
can't,
I'll do
I
that.
can't do it.
I got it.
I don't
You
have
got
the
it?
touching.
So like right over here.
Yeah, I'm basically above it, but wherever
Yeah,
it's
it
best to...
can't pass this up. It is going to attempt to cast a spell.
Provokes
Yeah.
an attack of opportunity for me.
Counterspell.
Okay. I believe counterspell is the interrupt, or well, they're both interrupts. So we'll resolve yours first. Go ahead and roll for it because it is
Alright.
higher than 3rd level.
That's fair. 16.
16 dispels it.
Yes.
Ooh, very good, very good.
Oh,
We
what
do
did
love
you
us
just
one
dispel?
counterspell.
I counterspelled something,
Go ahead and
but
make
it
your
was
mage
6
slayer
level or
attack.
lower, so.
Got it. That is a 22 to hit.
Thank you, Chromatic Chimera again. You all are so lovely. What was the total?
22.
Yeah, the head hits. God, I really should have cast shield.
I'm
Oops.
using my sneak attack.
Yes!
That is 8, 13,
Still a little bit.
plus 11, 24 plus 5, I think. 24 plus 5. Sorry. Actions.
29.
I think it's 29, I'm making sure. Yeah, 29 points of damage.
Do you want to expend your fire?
Oh, if I still have it? Sure. 6 more
It
points.
doesn't go away.
My counterspell.
6 more points. And,
It does appear to be resistant to the fire, but you do an extra 3 damage.
Stunning Strike.
Monk friends!
That's right. That's right.
Natural 20.
Well, fuck
Taking it
you.
away from its attacks on us. That's a hot dice.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's not the tower.
You're not using your tower though.
Well, okay, never mind.
Is that your
The
turn?
tower
not
only
do
as
that.
the tower
That,
is cursed.
It's because
That was just my attack of opportunity for it attacking.
Yeah, that was just
For
it's
spelling.
a legendary action. So, Midgard Lang's turn. Midgard Lang has
Oh
the
my
ability I've been waiting. Make it on Leng. Langs have the ability to basically look around corners and fire from them and stuff, as you've seen multiple times. And it's gonna take a pot shot around from the corner. Hits.
Hits
Nice.
Justice.
That's right.
To go along,
It's-
takes off
102 points.
The whole time Leng was gallant.
Aw,
The other
Sam.
gallant was just a fake.
I'm glad he hit.
13 points of radiant damage.
Hell
Yeah. Get
And
it.
he turns back around. He doesn't even have to move. He just pops a shot around.
That's cool.
He's like, we should probably kill this thing.
Your wisdom
Thanks,
is so
bud.
very helpful in this time of need.
They're not happy.
Oh, really?
It is going to use one legendary action, the remaining to cast a spell. I need Sovelius, Pagine, and Justice to make dexterity saving throw.
Goodbye.
That's good.
Okay.
Wait, actually, let me double check something.
I think I can do that.
Let me
Yeah, take back.
Let me double check. Yes. Dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
Oh,
23.
The
no.
first one was better.
You're
It
good?
was, but I didn't
16.
see it.
You just missed, so
The
you'll take
first one
damage.
was super good.
Okay.
You should not have.
What was
I
your
know,
thing?
but I had to. I just.
Pagine,
15.
you will take damage.
I do take half because of evasion. Yep.
10. So you both take 10, half to 5, force damage.
Force.
There's a little cantrip burst of swords.
Just some swords. Just some
Sovelius
casual
doesn't
swords.
have that
Good
one,
call.
but she does.
Casual swords.
That was one legendary action. Selena.
Guardian of Nature.
Okay.
We're gonna turn myself into a great tree. We're gonna give myself 10 temporary hit points. We're gonna give myself a. Oh crap! It just closed.
Are you doing
Wait,
the tree?
Yes.
You're
10 temporary hit points, an aura that slows creatures within 15 feet of you.
And then I
And
get advantage on Constitution saving throws, and then I make Dexterity and Wisdom-based attack rolls with advantage.
there it is.
You're
So-
a tree now?
That was the con you were
So-
thinking of.
Yeah,
Captain
sure
Planet.
it is.
Comes around.
Yep,
It's
that's right.
full
Captain
circle.
Planet.
Okay.
You're a tree
So,
now.
You're
as
a tree
druid,
now.
I take the visage of a tree, and like a tree takes life from sap, I get an extra 10 hit points. And I get to put down some roots.
That's good thing.
That
You
phrase.
take the life force from people.
Ah!
Well.
As all the trees do.
The roots grow deep.
And then I'm going to take a step to the side.
Okay.
This way. I can move myself.
You sure can.
I certainly
58
can.
episodes of
This
moving.
one.
is-
I'm going to move myself just outside from behind, and you're still flying.
I am flying.
So that's a bonus action,
Yes.
4th level spell.
It is a bonus action 4th level spell, and I'm going to use a 5th level spell, but it's coming from the staff, so it's charges.
Okay.
And go ahead and do Cone of Cold
Woo!
and hit this thing.
Woo!
It's going to roll with advantage.
Woo!
Certainly is.
Does make it 22.
22.
So it'll take half.
But it'll still take half of 8d8 cold damage.
Hell yes. Hell yes.
Where are you facing? Oh, upward, I guess?
So I'm going, so out from me and not quite upward because she's flying.
Okay.
So hopefully it'll miss her.
It'll hit Justice, I think. I don't think there's a way to...
To miss.
It's a 30-foot, 40-foot cone?
It's a 60-foot cone.
Yeah, you're going to hit some allies.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Oh no.
Justice, make a
I know
Constitution
it's
saving
kind
throw.
of cold.
So if I take one more 5-foot step this way, would it miss Justice?
One more way.
If
Which
I
way?
change,
Change
so
position.
if I change myself to here, will I be able to miss Justice?
I would say you
probably
can.
did
Yeah.
years
5, 10, 15.
Remember that
You're able
one?
to hit Sovelius at that point.
Position.
Step forward.
Position.
Yeah, if you step forward, that's how you would do it.
It's
One,
old.
one northeast.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
that's fine.
yeah. Okay.
I'll say that. That's fine.
Okay.
So, Pagine, make a Constitution saving throw.
It's all fine. It's fine. It's just
And-
fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's very good.
It's very good. It's a dirty 20.
Okay, so you will make it. You'll take half.
That's good because I'm somewhat damaged.
I would.
I am only a small, just a little.
39 points halved.
So to 19, and then this creature's resistance to cold, so it has it to 9.
Oh, I didn't realize.
So
it
you will
was
take
cold.
19 points of damage, Pagine.
Thank you.
Yeah, space is cold, y'all.
So you unleash that torrent of cold magic. Is that your turn?
And that only takes 9 points of damage.
Take your turn.
That's everything. Yeah.
Justice.
All right, I'm going to continue my assault on the creature in front of me. First attack is a natural 1.
Oh no.
Second attack is only a 17.
Miss and miss.
And
Rolled
I...
lately.
I don't
Right.
like it.
I'm going to spend my bonus action. I'm going to keep trying. You know. That is a 6 on the dice. That's a miss.
You doing flurry of blows or just
I
your...
did flurry of blows. Yeah.
If only you had a means of gaining advantage on every attack.
Every attack? Oh, for the thing. Yeah. Oh, I cast the wrong thing at the beginning.
Mhm.
Yeah, I should have done it. That would take an action.
No.
Maybe next time. That's a 20 to hit.
That just hits.
Why don't we cast darkness?
20 is their AC.
If I wasn't in bright
Actually,
light,
the darkness would fail, I think.
if I was in brightness, I would.
That was a joke
yeah.
because darkness would help it.
Right. Well,
It
so
was a
that's
joke.
Please don't cast darkness.
Please don't do
Please
it.
don't cast
4 plus
We just
5
got that
plus
idea.
5, so 14
We
points of
spent
damage.
2 rounds
14
trying
points
to
of
figure out
damage?
how to get light.
Is any of that
Come on.
necrotic?
No.
Okay. Is any of it cold or fire?
Nope.
Yeah, you're good.
Psychic.
How much?
14 points of psychic. damage.
Psychic blade.
Oh, that's right. You're using your blade. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Stunning
I
strike.
was just like, what can I do with 11 hit points?
Regain your.
15?
That makes it.
Is this concentration?
Yeah. But I have a plan. I can get out.
That's fine.
I'm really concerned that I can't actually cast Cure Wounds on you because Matthew gave me a look and made a noise.
You can. The rings of 20 would work.
20s? Okay.
Yep.
I just
It's
didn't know
not
if it-
passing through.
Okay,
It's
cool.
originating from the creature.
I mean, that's
Crag!
Alright.
You're in a hamster wheel.
I
ball.
am. I am in a
ball.
hamster ball.
Hamster ball safety.
I love that. It makes me happy.
I'm gonna be super boring for another turn and cast Blink on myself, but next turn I should be good.
Oh, fun. Okay, could you go ahead and roll it?
Yep. 17, so I am gone.
So now it's just a hamster ball, an empty hamster
I
ball.
think so.
Yeah.
Or maybe it try. I can't. Does that thing move with you? I don't know.
No.
Okay. Mukrag Sibelius!
Alright.
Time to kill your daughter.
Oh boy! I'm going to pop a greater healing potion as a bonus action, which is
For 20?
maxed
You hit
still.
for 20?
Okay.
If you're here.
And then I will take a swing with Booming Blade.
Okay.
At her.
Nope.
Nope. 4 in the dice.
Doing great!
Doing great.
The rolls lately. Gilly, it's your turn.
Okay.
Listen.
So, I am going to cast Mass Healing Word again.
How many is that?
10.
And, well, this is very nice, thank you. Not 400.
And I will be able to... Nope, I still don't need it. So that's that. And then I'm going to also cast... You're not there. This is a whole thing. So, with my action, I guess I will... Does it have shield active?
Nope.
No? Second level magic missile, because we have to keep with levels, right?
Yep, 4d4 plus 4.
Cool.
What sound does it make?
We'll find out.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no. Oh, well, it's almost... Well... 9!
Plus 4.
Plus 4! 13!
Magic missiles slam into the creature.
2 charges from the...
It's not gonna use shield.
Huh?
It's not gonna use shield.
Not as such. That is your action. That's your bonus
Saving
action.
him
Would
for
you like
the
to move
power
anywhere?
spells.
There's really not a good place for me to move.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna stay where I am, where I can see people.
Spiny's turn. They regain their legendary actions. They do not regain their narcotic burst.
Thanks the gods.
They know this group. They know that spells are hard to use. They also are getting a little injured.
Sorry, I love it.
Oh, buddy.
No.
What do you have?
Nothing.
What does it have? Oh, no.
Yeah, okay. It's going to,
I'm
Pajine,
worried, too.
it is going to attempt to grapple you. I need you to make acrobatics checks.
Of course.
Nice. 15.
You are grappled.
Of course.
It just lifts you up.
Well, I'm in the air, so it really just kind of hangs.
It just pulls you closer.
Oh, I don't like it.
It is then going to fly
Oh.
50 feet away. It's going to provoke attack of opportunity
Me?
from Justice. I'm double checking its move and stuff. 60 feet away. So 5.
We're going away.
That
We're
is-
going on a trip.
And me?
Yep. 20.
That's a 27.
It hits.
Jeez.
Stunning strike.
16. 17.
That still makes it.
Yeah.
Stunning strike were based off damage.
6 plus that's 12. 13 plus 5. 18.
18 damage. Okay. Civilians?
That will be, hold on, where is
One
it?
more key point.
19 to hit.
That just misses.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's gonna fly. And you can see, even though it has a creature grappled, its movement is completely unimpeded.
There I go. Goodbye.
Yeah.
It should be, I believe it's not, it's still within counterspell range of you, Mr. Silius. Still within the bright light.
I use my reaction for an opportunity attack.
Oh.
Didn't even think about
Yep.
that.
But that is its turn. It's going to, it's going to use its remaining 3 attacks to make attacks against you, Pajine.
Cool.
21 to hit.
Yes.
10 and 10, so 5.
What you
15.
do
okay.
is watch.
Third attack. This is interesting.
This is not great.
My AC is 18.
Okay, miss and miss. So it actually misses with its other 2 of its 3 remaining
This is
attacks.
great.
That's going to finish its turn. Pajine, it's your turn.
Well,
You are grappled. Your speed is 0.
All right. Okay. Shit.
Shite.
All right. I'm going to. Thematically, can I still pull out my sword?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
I'm
nothing
just
about
gonna pull
grappled
it.
it.
I'm gonna pull it out then. Okay, I'll pull it out. Both hands and stab into leg creature. Well, why now? That's shit. Second one, I'm going to do single-handed.
Oh my god.
Welcome to
Oh.
to the Ghost of the Machine.
God. Okay.
It was almost great, and then it was like
Almost
terrible.
great. Okay. Well, shit.
It is the
These are
end.
swift
All good things must come to an end.
It's real great with reaction type things when things come into my range. Okay. Fuck. Bonus action. Jeez.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
I should have used welcome to the virus, embrace the virus at first.
Yep. Third boss fight with it. You've never used it.
No, I did. I've used it once
Have you created your duplicate ever?
Yeah.
Okay.
for the auto.
Oh, that's right. And you were like, we were getting agitated.
I just forgot about the
It's not good, y'all.
blind sight on this one.
Do my
Or
fist count
true
as melee weapons?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Regular bonus action is just going to be one unarmed attack as per regular monk shit.
Okay, so that's your action. That's your bonus action.
Correct.
Okay.
My god.
Ah! All right. It misses. It's a 14.
Wow.
I'm gonna ask a really stupid question when we get to my turn.
I love it.
There.
We might not. It might be real bad. All right. Well. Jeez. All right. Well, that's it. That's what I have. 2 key points and just here.
At
I'm
the
here.
end of your turn,
Here
At
we
least
go.
he's still 18.
it's going to use a legendary action
To plane shift away.
to cast a spell.
Yep.
I
I'm
can't
not. I'm not
counterspell.
close enough.
I'm not a spellcaster.
I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
No.
It's real not good if you fail.
Do you have any magic items?
Fuck me. Fuck me.
It's a 4.
Oh no.
There's this horrible shift in the air. And there's just a... When the spell ends, Pajin and Spiny are out of this plane. Midgar says, "Oh, that's really not good. Really not good." And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh no!
Nice, fun little romp. Just
Yeah, lighthearted. Back in the new year.
Where am I?
Yes.
No, no!
Get back in your sphere.
Yeah.
Matt?
You appear back in
I
the
apologize for absolutely nothing.
I think that you've become drunk with power.
I'm unrepentant.
I was gonna see if you'd let me control the water inside of the elf and.
No.
Blood bending!
Yeah, thank you. I was just about to say it. Well,
That's a different class.
Just sad.
60% water.
Just sad.
not a physics simulator.
Oh god. It's just too much iron in your blood. So how about
So we're just gonna take a minute here to wind down, decompress. Just a brief little second. Do our outros. We'll take a breath. You know?
Breathe.
Breathe.
Breath.
Breath.
Breathe in whatever
Breath.
plane, whatever
Take a
plane I
breath.
ended up in.
Take a breath.
Well, thank you so much for coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, it's fine.
Really
You're
happy to
welcome.
have you here and
Listen,
have
it could have been one of you and it was me, so it's fine.
And who knows?
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No,
can live to
not
die
maybe.
another day.
It will be. It will be one of us eventually.
Correct.
Yeah.
Someday.
Matt's just like, huh?
Exactly. It's over the next 5 episodes. It will pick us off one by one. Like
I'll
we
come
do in a
back
horror
to its
movie.
lair and then feed you to its children.
Now it's gonna have some monk abilities.
Oh no! This is bad.
It does not need stunning strike with its like 4
It also
attacks.
does not listen. It also
It
doesn't
wouldn't be
need
the
divine
first time you
smite.
came. Actually, it wouldn't be the first time you fought a creature that had
That's
stunning
true.
strike with 4 attacks.
Right.
The archivist had it.
Yeah. I just can't wait.
Let's just go around and say our favorite moment. James, you want to start?
Yeah,
Tell-
sure.
Remind him who you are and your favorite moments, or what you
And all
enjoyed
stuff.
or didn't enjoy,
what you hated? A lot.
what you love.
James,
Nope.
my favorite part was not getting disintegrated on round 1.
Oh.
Yes.
Thanks.
Thanks.
I'm not apologizing.
I can ramp this up because there's 2 other players who disintegrate.
This is just who I am.
I swear,
Really?
everyone's a witness. I have 79 max HP.
Oh, I saw it. Yeah.
That.
Yeah, and you took exactly 17, which got that.
Yeah, 17 before
Then
that.
what's the
Took
time?
exactly my 10
Thanks
HP.
for tanking that.
Yeah.
Thanks for being in the tank wizard.
Hey, you know what? If nothing else, I absorbed a 6-level spell slot for you guys.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, you certainly did. So
Wow.
where do we find you and what kind of awesome things you're doing in the world?
You can find my stuff on @SocietyGoblin on Twitter. Maureen handles that. All of these magic items that we're playing with, all of the ones that we've posted, there's a collection of 300 that is out for...
Holy
It's
300.
300.
An absolutely
Wow.
impressive feat.
Yep,
That
it
is,
really is.
Hopefully April will be print-on-demand book, hardcover,
Ooh.
if all things go according to plan.
And you're gonna allow them all in your game, right?
I'm gonna use them as a resource against you.
Correct.
Perfect.
As you should.
That's
As
really where it is.
So we can forget to loot them off the corpses of our slain
Yes.
enemies.
Oh, did he not mention that those items will just dissolve when we
They're
kill the
monster
things?
items.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
exactly.
They're inherent to their.
Well, thank you so much for coming out,
Oh,
James.
thanks for having
And
me.
thank you for letting us play around with your magic items.
Thanks
Yeah.
for trying them.
Enjoy your gold.
I'm gonna retire.
Yeah.
There you go.
Liz.
Let's see. Favorite scene of the night.
My
Probably that glitter fay. That's just like
That was so
trolling the
good.
shit out of the three of us. Like.
Cast, I can count your 3 wishes.
Yeah, it.
Wasn't its accent, but it's
Yeah.
fine.
But yeah, probably the glitter fay. It's not really a glitter fay, but that's what I'm gonna call her.
That's not what I saw her as. So
Yeah.
that's fine.
Pretty much herpes in a fay form.
Correct.
Because once you're covered in
Correct.
glitter, like you can't get rid of it.
Oh,
Correct.
Yeah.
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 We were all there. We understood what you meant.
Yeah.
You know where to find me. I'm here. Good luck.
Good luck.
Favorite moment of the night?
Find me if
Um,
you so choose.
I was gonna say, you know that one time I hit?
I've only got to give
What's-
you an ability.
It
What's
gives
it
advantage.
like,
Yeah.
Chase?
Yeah.
What's it like?
It was sweet.
Really?
Actually, I rolled with my new dice and I rolled with my new weapon, and it was really sweet. And I enjoyed my gloves.
Oh, then
Yeah.
again, it was an illusion, so it wouldn't have helped you anyway.
That's what I figured, yeah.
Yes, none of the illusions would help.
Man, True Sight's a pain in the ass.
It is. My name is Chase. You can find me at Chase314S on Twitter, or check out the Dice Prairie Instagram account where I post dank memes every day. And I will be here for the next game, which is it's just next Wednesday, and then the 18th is the Rudolph thing. So yeah.
Awesome. We're gonna go with you.
Perfect. Rob, Pyromancer804 on the Twitters. My favorite section was the clutch nap 20 death saving throw.
So
To
good.
get
That
to-
was so
It was
good.
so good.
Advantage because of Beacon of Hope. Beacon of Hope.
That's
Beacon of
right.
Hope.
Oh, it's my
Yeah.
favorite spell.
Bacon of hope?
I lost my
Bacon
voice
of hope.
screaming. So tune into all of our other awesome shows, and I have the Draskin Christmas Carol on the 18th at 7 p.m.
7 p.m. Central. I can't wait.
It's
Go.
exciting.
Yeah, Alexis.
Hi, I'm Alexis at VoxFanato on the Twitters and such. You can hear about my favorite moment of this game right now.
Good intro.
Good.
Which
good.
is-
Well
Good
done.
prime. Primer.
I
Primer
didn't hear
alert.
for it.
We're ready.
You can
We're
find it
prepared.
on
We're
Friday.
ready.
Which is when Matthew remembered that Midgar Lane was there. Like, oh yeah, I guess I'll shoot this thing.
He was waiting for it to be revealed.
He's a supervisor. He's
But
not-
still, it was just great. It was like,
Mine shows up.
yeah. Actually, my also favorite moment is Midgar Lane going, "This really not good."
I'm losing
Thanks
boys,
for
they
stating
marked
the
it off.
obvious, Midgar. We really appreciate that.
It's
That
going to
was
show
real
up on
good.
his performance review.
It's real good. I really appreciate that. That was fun. I was so happy for you two to be here. Anyway, my thing to plug is, like I said, I'm going to be running Crash Pandas in space over on So Many Games on January 26th. It is this big charity stream, so please come check it out. But to wrap up for that, I am in the process of, on my art stream on Mondays and Fridays, you can check my schedule on Twitter, I am making little spaceships, and I'm drawing them, and you can all have input on the designs and stuff as I stream the process of making those spaceships and all that. It's gonna be fun.
Awesome.
Hello, I'm Maria.
Yes.
You can find me at HappyCapster on Twitter. And also see all the stuff that I post on Society Goblin, because I forget to do that with the new year, but it's fine. My favorite moment was just shooting the shit with Midgar-Leng at the beginning and just talking trash about all these people.
It's
because
really
wonderful. And there's no,
We
there's-
deserve it.
Perfect.
Listen, there's no repercussions when you're being pulled into the
Did
void.
he lie
right?
though?
Did he lie? I don't know.
No.
Who knows?
We
Listen,
deserve
I'm in
it.
the void now. It's fine.
We deserve all of that.
But besides that, just being here, this was great. The energy in the room is fantastic. I'm not doing a whole lot these days. I do a self plug. I do commissions for stream overlays. If you're in the market, it's cool. I have a pinned tweet on my Twitter. It's got cool things that I do. Beyond that,
is so good.
thank you.
Oh god, it's so gorgeous.
Thank you. Beyond that, just check my Twitter and I'll send out when I'm doing games again.
Awesome. Alrighty, folks. I am Matthew Foreman. I'm at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. I would say that my favorite moment, everything. I enjoyed the fight. There's a couple things I would have done differently, just by keeping it fresh, keeping it dynamic. Some techniques I'm trying out, but love that. I think I really enjoyed. I really like this idea of like the guest PCs getting their own scene, like the preamble and like their own perspective, and like hearing the NPC, like that moment when you want to cut outside what the party's doing and tell them what's happening, but then having a way to do that that's grounded, not NPC to NPC, but NPC to PC, felt so good.
It was
It
really
felt
cool.
like a
That was
wonderful,
fun.
like little
really
TV
cool.
show moment of just like the camera just
did.
like it's just like a swipe fade. And it's
So
like
good.
also here's what's going on in the office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the somewhat, well, his own perspective on the Prism's actions, and and that was just a lot of fun to play out, and that was good. And disintegrating you, trying to, was really fun.
Yeah, thank you.
So,
The
that
attempt
was
was made.
great job, y'all. That was some good drama. We'll pick it back up and do things. We're gonna raid Scraticus.
Yeah.
Hey, you're playing in that whole charity stream, right? On the 25th?
I don't think I am actually. I haven't looked.
You're in the schedule.
Oh, I am. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So check me out there.
I'm pretty sure you're playing on the 25th.
Sounds good to me.
I'm not positive, but I think I saw your name there.
Tell Scrap. Oh, if you enjoyed tonight's stream, please follow, subscribe, go to our Twitter and retweet our stuff to make sure.
That's right.
Post in Discord, tell your friends, and help us increase in visibility so we can
That's right.
do this to the best of ability. The
And
more
follow
resources
them.
we have, the more we can dedicate towards production and time.
Don't just follow Dice Priori on socials. Follow us individually on socials.
Yep. Because we post stuff.
We sure do.
Yeah.
We're all cool. And they're all cool.
All right, go tell Scraticus we love them. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Rated.
Aha.
1 second.